think yourself and outthink yourself and.
Yeah.
But to me, your answer is the easiest one. So I'm thinking
it's not right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like that's algebra. And algebra, you continue. You continue the process. Do you get what I mean? So it's not like a whole new day with a whole new cow with a whole new money. It's still we're working with the same start. Well, we'll see. Brent's that said it's right. That'll be interesting. Morning, people. It is Tuesday, the 12th of March. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, you have amazing hosts. We'll introduce ourselves.
It is your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation, Big Marsh from the east side of the bridge. Good morning, people.
Loud and the pure, aren't you, today? Morning, people. As always, my own royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That's right. Brent, are you up in here?
Morning. We apologize for being late. We will bring you in as to why.
Yeah.
There's no excuse, to be honest, when you find out why.
There isn't.
Well, we'll let you all know anyway.
We're caught up.
Good morning to the chat. Good
Morning, people.
Black Mara. Good morning, Mr. Ashlows. First time. I've seen you before.
Big up you.
Morning. Good morning, Mel. Lovely long time. Morning, Ruby Wednesday. Good morning, T. Good morning, Star Crow. Good morning, 24 Lou. Good morning, Mercy Prestige. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Amy Snow Globe. Good morning, Dr. Amani. Look at that. Good morning, Chijoke. Good morning, Cindy M. Good morning, Crud Crow. Good morning, Everest. Good morning, Oyen B. Good morning, Klein. Good morning, Marlene Wright. And good morning, Saka Big Sis.
That's right. Maybe you guys are doing well and you're blessed, feeling blessed and great. Can I just open it in one? just open it.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, man. Opening per bite. How are you guys doing there?
Yeah,
Yeah?
you know,
Okay.
can't complain. I'm here.
But this is why we're late, y'all. This is why.
This is why we're
This is
late.
what Mark's brought to the forefront of the show. Our brains are very alive and kicking. So, I bought a cow for $900, right? I sold it for $1,300.
Sold it for $1,200.
Sorry, $1,200. Yeah, I can't see. I dead ass can't see. This is off muscle memory.
Okay, go on then.
I bought it again for $1,300. I sold it again for $1,600. How much did I earn? We've all come up with our answers. Surprise, surprise, we're in groups. Yet again.
It's divided the chat.
You brought it to us. Tell us what your answer is. And you guys let us know what you think the answer is, by the way, in the chat, please.
Should we let them have some time of it before we start working out?
Yeah, I'm going to leave this
Yeah,
on the
okay.
screen whilst we continue
With the show and
the
stuff.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you asked your dad, please?
I've asked him. I'm going to put a poll up.
I probably should have put in a family group chat, just little razzle dazzle to start the morning.
Dad, I don't really talk in the family group, so I don't want to.
You don't want to start
I
something.
don't want to do that.
We were
I
talking
don't
about
get
that
them
on
used
Mother's
to-
Day. They were saying, "Oh, we need a family group chat." I told you they ain't got one.
Oh,
They were
that's
like-
sweet.
They were like, "We need a family group chat," but they were like, "Oh, but you're not gonna come in. Like, you need if you do it, like, you need to come in." And I was like,
Since when did that become a rule from group chats?
"What?"
Like, if I'm in here, I have to talk. Sorry, no.
That's what I'm trying to say. They're like, "Oh, but
No,
you're
no,
not
no.
gonna use it." Like, I was
That's
like, yeah,
not
but
a
if
rule.
I'm there, innit? Like,
I'll be ad hoc. I will sprinkle wisdom and whatnot, knowledge and responses when I need, as and when needed.
every so often, just give it a little razzle dazzle.
Exactly. Let you know I'm still here. I see all this. I see everything you guys are up to, but don't worry about it. Yeah, man. Hello groups. I just found myself in one day. I'm just like, what the hell?
It's the beginning and the end of my family start one, man. It's there,
What,
man.
the group chat? That's so... Did you say it at the table?
No, I didn't.
Good. Gosh, no one wants to hear that on Mother's Day. It says the beginning of the end, you know. That's ridiculous. Yeah, group chats are, there's something, man.
All right, so we're getting some answers.
Yeah?
We're getting some answers. Crud Crow saying
I was about to
200
say, you're going to say what they are?
Saka's big sis is saying 600 profit,
Okay, what did Croc Crow say?
200 profit.
Okay.
But Von said 600.
Why'd you say that as if one is
To be
Einstein.
honest,
Brian said 500.
Von is a very
big up
intelligent
Von?
man.
I like Von,
A
but
very intelligent man. So when
And-
his Von speaks,
yeah, because
I
the rest
listen.
Because the rest of us are mumus, isn't it?
No, I'm just saying I listen.
It's the way. No. Do you know? No, you made me sick. It's the way you said. Von said 500, and then you dropped my.
No, he said 600.
Like, deal with that what you will.
Because the other intelligent men in the room said 600.
I got 600.
Yeah. In mine, I got 600 too.
I didn't. What did you get GCSE maths? I got 8.
Yours is higher than mine. Yours is definitely higher than
Before
mine.
we start judging who's intelligent, who's not.
So Esther and Brent went with 200.
We had 200.
Me and Eman went with 600. So I'll show you my working out in my brain. I don't know if this is right,
Yeah.
but like I said, it says you bought a cow for 900, sold it for 1,200. Yeah. Then when you bought it again for 1,300, you've had to go back into your money into your
Yeah.
pocket to add another 100.
That's-
So another 100 to make it in it. So my outlay as of now is £1,000. I spent 900 the first time. I added 100 the second time. I've spent £1,000 of my own money. The end of it says I sold it for 1,600. I've got £600 profit. That's the maths that I done.
What
What did
maths you did?
Yeah, mine was similar. Mine was just bought it for 900, sold it for 1,200. So I got £300 I'm walking away with. I make a 360. I go back and say, you know what? Let me buy it again. I have to add 1,000 for my own piece.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'm selling it again for
1,600.
yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
No, sorry. It's just funny how you made a whole storyboard. You're like, I decided to turn around. I changed
Oh
my
no,
mind.
I just animating.
But I'm getting how you think. I
Yeah,
thought that was
just
actually
animating.
that's so cool.
Change my mind. I went back.
Yeah, I like that.
I didn't get
Okay.
200 then.
So, bought it for 900, sold it for 1,200. So that's $300 I've made in profit. I bought it again for 1,300, same damn cow. So because I made 1,200, I'm buying it for 1,300. I've had to get 100 from my personal money. Am I reading right? Is my numbers? I have my glasses on.
No, you're right.
Yeah, okay. So so I bought it again for 1,300. So the profit that I made, I'm now down by 100 because I've had to get my own money, add that to it. So now I'm on minus 100. I haven't made any profit. I'm on minus 100 now. When I've sold it again for 1,600, that's how I've gotten to 200 because the minus 100 has got me to a positive, and then there's the 400 difference.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And then to 200.
200 or
No,
500?
200, 300.
200.
Yeah, so
500.
I sold it for wait. I bought it for 900, sold it for 1,200, $300 profit. I bought it again for 1,300, so that's a minus 100 loss.
So $200.
100, no, minus 100.
Yeah, so you're $200 profit in a minute.
No. I'm not thinking like that.
Okay, go on,
I'm
sorry.
on minus. There's no profit at the moment.
Okay,
All
go
I've
on.
done is lost 100 because I had to take 100 from my personal money to add to buy it again, and then I've sold it for 1,600 now. Yeah, then.
You just got
Yeah, because I bought it for 1,300, sold it for 16, so that's 300. So the minus 100
200.
gets me into the
200. Yeah, that's what
the
you've done,
positive. The difference between 1,300 and 600, that's a 300, gets me into the 200, basically. Brent, what was your working out?
The same as that.
Yeah. What does Uncle say?
He hasn't responded yet.
Okay.
Shouldn't be sleeping.
Can you wake him up? I'm joking.
Yeah.
Then it's an emergency.
I'll call him. I just heard the door because he might be walking.
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
might be doing
train
something.
Station. Yeah.
Okay.
So he'll get back to me.
Is it Stephen a maths guy?
Starcrow saying you
Yes.
earned 600, but you made 200 profit.
I want to know
Is
how
that
Starcrow
right?
got his. Because he said 200.
Because
How have I only made 200 profit when my whole outlay was only £1,000? I've only spent £1,000.
But
And
you know
by
it's-
the end of the sum, you're telling me I've got 1,600.
No, but I'm thinking about it as like if I owned a business. Say I've got a business, right, and my business is selling cows. I bought this one cow for 900. This is business funds. Go on.
the price of the cow has risen.
Increased.
Is your mic?
Sorry, maybe not.
Actually, yeah, I think it is.
The price of the cow rose the second time. Price of the same cow rose the second time.
Yeah, it's inflation.
You didn't factor it in.
Maybe I'm not.
Because it's not a different cow. It's not a different day. It's the same cow
Same cow.
with the same money that you started with.
Yeah, but I sold it. I'm not buying it twice.
Yeah, but you sold it from.
You are buying it twice.
No, I'm not buying it off myself. I bought it and I sold it. So I already got a profit. When I bought it back, that's
You bought it back for more than you actually.
Yeah.
sold it for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a bad thing.
But then he sold it again.
Then I sold
at
it
the end.
again.
I know, and that's the
Yeah, but you know what it is? I can't escape that. All I know is I've only spent
But you have to
£1,000
You have
though.
to
Versus-
you pay more for the same item.
Yeah, but there was
Yeah.
profit. Someone gave me profit initially. I was like, I've spent
No, but that's-
£1,000.
No, but that's the thing though, because basically, I feel like the way you're working it out is that the first money is not an investment. You invested in the cow. You invested 900 into the cow, right? So that 900 is done and gone. You've then sold it for 1,200. So when you take away what you sold it for and the investment you originally made, the only profit you've made is 300. You don't have the 1,200 because you have to pay back the business for the 900 that you put in. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
This is very confusing. I don't know why.
Do you get what I mean?
I don't know
'Cause
why.
if you have 900 and you invest 900 into a business, right? That 900 you've invested, it's not your money. It's you've invested it to buy this product.
Yeah.
So when you sold the product for 1,200, you've broken even because you've paid off the 900, and then the remainder from the 900 is now the profit.
Yeah, 300.
So 300. So you don't have. Do you know what I mean? So 300, yeah. So now you've made 300 profit. So now what you've got left is the 300.
Tell you what Esther said to get hot. Man said this maths explains what Nigeria is going through right now.
Nah, dead ass. People can't even buy a cow no more. You have to choose what part of the body of the cow you want to buy it. Yeah, and then you buy it again for 1,300. How was it, you guys? Where did you get 1,000 from?
Another way to look at it, I think, is also, if you look at the very beginning, 900 you bought the cow. At the very end, you sold it for, let's just say, 1,600.
Yeah, but those are ways that you get you in GCSE. You know people that try to do a
No,
shortcut.
but you arrive at the same answer. Because the difference will be $700. But then you have to remember that you made a loss in between of $100.
but
And then
you
you
guys
take
don't
away
see-
from that 700 and then $600.
But you guys didn't see it as a loss though.
No, but you definitely make a loss, but you make it back at the end when you sell it.
But you didn't see it as a loss.
When?
You saw it as like a, what's it called? A random investment.
No, but I'm saying it was like I was down. I was out of pocket again, innit?
Okay.
After I sold the cow the first time, I had to come out of my own pocket again to get another cow. I understand that. But what I've sold it for in the end brings me all the way, but makes me right with more profit. Because again, the only thing I'm saying is that I've only spent £1,000. My initial investment was 900. I sold it, got profit. Bought another one at more expensive. I had to go in my own money again, £100. So at this point, regardless, even though I've bought a cow for 1,300 or whatever, I've only spent 1,000 because there was profit from my last transaction. And then I've sold it and I've got more profit again.
That's interesting because I'm thinking if you add up what you've sold it for and what you've, hold on, I'm trying to say what is 1,600 and 1,200.
Minus, yeah, 600 minus 900 and 100.
Yeah.
That's because that's all you've spent.
Sorry, it's confused me. Minus.
Brent's gone quiet. I think he's with me.
I'm not with you. I'm telling
Nah,
you,
that's the thing.
you're paying more for the flipping cow that you pushed
Yeah,
the
then you
first time.
put-
You're not factoring it in.
Why does that matter though?
Because it's
Of
about
course
how
it
much did you
matters.
earn.
No, but you sold it again. You remember when you bought it back again, that's not the end of the story. The end of the story is when you sold it again. You know what I'm saying?
You're still at a
So
loss.
inflation happened at the same time.
So
You can't-
I can see where y'all are confused. Can you see where we
are
are
confused.
confused?
yeah,
Can
I
you
think
even find your way to where we are?
Where we are.
Because if you can't even see that,
It's a lost cause. There's no
because I can see
point.
where y'all have gone.
I can see why you've gone where you've gone. But you've gone the wrong way. You're like, I'm going the right way. That's interesting though. That's very... And is there no answer attached to this tweet?
Nah, that's what's so
I hate all this
annoying.
stuff like that.
There
What kind
never
of...
is, innit?
And on Reddit, you have different numbers for this cow.
Oh, that's helpful.
So I can't even find it.
Bloody hell, man.
Could you put that in ChatGPT and see? It'd be long typing it all out though, innit?
Let me see if I can. Gemini. I don't trust ChatGPT.
That's so interesting. Let me see who gave what answers in the chat. See
It's all mixed. And
see
people
who I've
are
got the ick from
like,
this
I'm
morning.
saying something so normal and logical, and man are mocking me for it. Like, this is...
The same with us.
Now you know what every day is like for me on this platform. Welcome to a day in my life.
Man, I'm like, what? 600? Ha! How did he do that? He's crazy. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here? This is mad.
That's so funny, man.
Who's saying that though? About the 600?
I don't know. And SM was like, how did I get to 1,000? And it's like, I showed you my working out.
Yeah, remember, he's not stopping at 1,000. That's just...
This is why anyway, I'm glad we can see who's saying what. This is why I always say that you have to... This is why I always say that my biggest thing here is being with somebody who can help the kids with homework. This is interesting, man.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said we're talking about earnings, not profit. Earnings.
Okay, so is that... Most of you talk about earnings and not profit. Again, I think you're saying that's just trying to confuse me because
Making it more complex.
Because earnings is still... Like, profit and loss is under earnings. So... These are the
Basically,
in school.
depending on who you speak to, it's the same thing. It's wasting time.
Synonyms. they said that and dropped mic, you know. This is so interesting. I love a maths problem. Oh, I love maths so much, man. Someone says ChatGPT says 600.
That means the
that
ChatGPT
right?
agrees with me.
Yeah, but did you the other day
Yeah.
say ChatGPT was
All right, so
Done.
Gemini says, great, you were able to make a profit by buying and selling the cow twice. In total, you earned $700.
Oh,
What?
Ding, ding, ding.
what a plot twist. What a plot twist.
All right, here's the breakdown.
Jeremy, you're fired. This is silly.
Bought the cow first time, minus $800. Yeah? I think I've typed in the wrong thing.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
And I think it's gonna come up at I think it's gonna come up at 600.
It's going to
Because
come up
minus
as,
800.
it's going to come up as
600.
600.
Yeah. So let's pretend I said 900, yeah?
Okay.
I sold the cow the first time, 1,200.
Yes.
Bought the cow the second time, 1,300.
Yeah.
Sold the cow the second time, 1,600. Here's the breakdown of your transactions. You bought the cow for the first time at $900. You then sold it for 1,200, making a profit of
300.
300, okay.
Yeah, so it's 12 minus 9. However, you bought the cow again for 1,300, spending more than what you earned from the previous sale.
Okay.
Finally, you sold the cow for the second time at 1,600. Since you spent a total of 900 first purchase plus 1,300 second purchase equals 21 or 2,200 on the cow, and were able to sell it for a total of 12,000 or 1,200, sorry, plus 1,600 equals 2,800. Your overall profit is 2,800 minus 2,100.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
Right. It's 600.
Yeah, that's what I was
So
trying
it's
to work
600.
out the second time. Okay.
So if Daddy gets the same, then Gemini.
then it's right. Then yeah.
If Daddy gets the difference,
Different. Gemini's
then
right.
Gemini.
Yeah.
You program Gemini.
I'd accept that as well. Still.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, so we can be very loud and wrong.
We is French.
I've been trying to tell you.
But no, you're right. Yeah, because I called you dumb. I might as well say you guys were in slow class. My bad. Apologies. Well, actually, no.
Let's see how
let's
many
see what
people
says.
are in the wee boat, because they have
There's a few.
14% say 200,
Yeah, I'm part of 40%.
40%.
14,
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
and 15 say 300.
300?
Yeah,
Where do you guys come
so
from?
don't do that.
It's 29%.
No, 'cause I want to see. No. I want to see how they got 300. They work me through that.
Someone has to phone up and do their work.
No, we'll check your workings out. I can't. Sorry, but 200. You can understand why I got 200. Where did you get 300 from?
And the most of the chat, which is 58%, said 600.
Yeah, but they're lying though.
Daddy? Daddy? I heard the door.
I heard it.
so.
Plain.
So after that, you still got something in your house. That ain't it. Okay, fair enough.
That's a new segment, Riddle of the Day.
That'll be lit. I hate riddles though.
Hurt your head in the
I
morning.
hate riddles, man.
Exactly, man.
I hate a riddle. I'm this, but I'm that, but I'm tall, I'm short. I'm just shut up. Did you get it?
Brady. Trust you with my taxes. I trust you with my money.
Oh, he said, is that what he said, yeah?
No, I said I'll trust you with my money.
Oh, because he spoke to his daddy.
No, he's gonna check it now.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know
you
you
can't-
said it like that.
yeah. The way you said it, I thought, oh, like,
I
damn.
said daddy. I said daddy.
I can't do it like you. I'm sorry.
Say it again.
Yeah, that's because my accent. Daddy.
Daddy,
Daddy.
daddy,
Yeah, daddy.
daddy.
Yeah, I'll say it with too much. I'll say it with too much force. I shouldn't even say that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't say it at all. I have a unpopular opinion about that.
All right. So,
We
so
need
do you
therapy.
find it weird that I say, oh, Von is such and such. Let me be more open-minded.
Yes.
Do you do that sometimes? Not
Because
Von.
respectfully,
If you
It's Von.
respect, if you respect somebody's opinion on different topics, right? Do you normally kind of go to them to kind of see what they're thinking?
oh, that's different.
Okay, a beeline on it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but that's different though. To Von said this, and then you just were silent, expecting everyone else to fill in the gaps.
Like if you thought something totally different from me, I would consider why Brent thinks
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, precisely. Hence why I was like, let me try and figure out where you've come from.
You see, I didn't know that you held Von in such a light.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's
should,
nice
should I
then.
go through who else I hold in that light?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
go
go.
on.
Let me know if I need to cut you off or not. I'm joking. Go on.
For math, or for, to be honest, any particular field of interest, it would
Yeah.
be fun, 100%. Right?
Yeah.
He's like that all rounder. For
That's interesting. I don't even see Von in a comedic light.
oh, serious?
no,
Yeah.
that guy's
I've
always
never had a
busting
conversation.
joke. That guy's dark humor joking thing.
I've never had a conversation with Von outside of.
He's shady, you know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Very aware.
but
But then that don't equal.
I like shady stuff. You know, but
Yeah, but that don't equal maths.
Mm.
But fair.
when you say comedic light, I thought we were just talking about
Like he's
comedy.
just a joker. Like he just always makes jokes. Like I find him funny. So
But he knows
if I
about
had a maths
history.
problem,
He's a
yeah,
historian.
but I think because he sprinkles a lot of like he plays a lot. So because he sprinkles a lot of playing into things,
yeah.
I just didn't.
He plays a lot too.
We
though.
got Von though.
And Emmanuel plays a lot too.
Yeah, but I spend a lot of time with them. I can get to know them. I only know Von the odd times I go in the
I
chat
don't
and
really
I
need
still
to
don't
I
know.
spend
didn't know
any
where you
time with
picked up
people to
mathematics
kind
from.
of give
Von
them a profile,
seemed-
to be
That's
honest.
good. Well
yeah, I'm
done.
good like that.
Wonderful.
Von seems interested in various topics. He's chimed in
Yeah, like
enough. It
all-rounded,
seems like
innit?
he's well-rounded, kind of well-read, maybe potentially. But I don't know where you got mathematics from.
This is what I'm saying. Big
Oh.
up Von though.
All right, so in my head,
How can you
math
say
is
I'm
in
fasting?
everything.
Okay.
That's reasoning, right? It's logic. So if you seem level-headed with facts outside of mathematics, I would quicker listen to you than somebody who is just chatting rubbish or just busting joke, and I haven't seen you or your expertise in other fields.
Okay, fair play.
That's how I reason with things.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this is not just a math problem.
Yeah,
It's a reasoning problem.
Yeah.
Right. It's a let me play about with these
Numbers.
figures in my head. Yeah.
Big up Von though. Every
And
time.
look,
Big up.
I was wrong,
Shock.
and Von was right.
Von was right, man. Big up Von.
Who else? Maggie, not for math though. I don't think Maggie's a mathematician.
What do you think Maggie is? What do you go? What do you look,
I will go to her and
from whence does your respect come from?
Daddy's typing. Maggie seems
Suspense.
very, very reasonable.
Okay.
Sarah seems reasonable.
Okay.
And Sarah Velli. I'm not talking about Sarah Velli though. I'm talking
No,
about
I know you're
Sarah.
talking about- yeah.
the Jewish lady. Jinan just seems reasonable.
Oh, that's wonderful. that's absolutely wonderful. Wonderful tea this morning.
Take the camera for me.
Put it back on me. Put it back on me. Put it right back. Put it back on me.
Who else is reasonable in the chat? Oh, there is a lawyer.
Ooh.
Tender.
Oh, big up to Tender. I love to Tender.
Big
I
up
don't
to
know if I'll
Tender.
go for math. I haven't gotten that vibe from her yet, but
Yeah, I love to. I
definitely
love
just
Tender.
reasoning. Yeah, I'll go first. I'll go to. That's it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Love
Fernand.
that. Who you going for?
And ooh, there's a guy that calls in sometimes.
Oh, Maggie's actually
Dami?
got a maths degree.
Yes, Demi.
Demi.
My Demi.
Did Demi.
Yeah, I like Demi. I respect
Yeah.
Demi. I never met the man, but I respect
Maggie has a
him.
math degree?
She does. She's had actually have a
What did she say
mathematics
for
degree.
What did she put for the number?
Yeah, Maggie, what was your answer, please, babes? Let me see. Did she type anything? Let's see what Maggie says. It'd be funny if Maggie says 600 and you just completely missed that. you just went straight to what one said. Whereas, okay, I can't say it.
Daddy, stop
Expired.
typing. Daddy's thinking about it.
Stop.
No, Maggie, what did you say? And don't try and say you said 600 now. I need receipts. So it's easy for everyone to jump on the 600 bandwagon now. To be fair, with the maths degree though, do you know that's a different level of loving maths. Whatever you say, Maggie, I'm going to believe you, girl. Oh, she said 200. Aye.
She said 200.
No, but that came from Saka's big sis. I don't know if I trust that character yet.
Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes you have ops, you don't know who your ops are. Saka's big sis, did she really say that?
Oh, there's a difference between earnings and profit. Me ask
Crucial J, you want to explain?
Gemini. No, I'm reading it from Gemini. Let me see if
Oh.
it is. Because I typed in profit in...
Oh, Maggie didn't see the question. Look at that. See what I'm saying?
What's that?
Maggie didn't see the question. She just came in. And
Oh.
Saka's big
Good
sis is
save,
saying,
Maggie. Good save.
don't be silly. Don't be silly. Something about Saka big sis don't. I don't know. I have to
So he sees
gauge.
mischievous.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know, a little cheeky and whatnot.
Amaya, who would you take advice from?
You basically just mean who do I think is smart, basically, innit?
Oh,
Like you said, you know, Von is very intelligent. I've spoken to Von before. So I know he's very well-rounded, man.
You spoke to him outside of TDA?
As in, like, we've spoken, like,
I haven't
DMs
even
and stuff,
tried that
yeah.
because this is foolishness. I don't even
who
understand
else?
what I should be looking for.
There's other people where I've definitely forgotten. You know what I'm saying?
look at the differences.
There's like once again quickly. Sorry,
Yeah, there's other people. but
Brent,
I can't
is
remember.
this worth it? Don't come on. Is this worth it? This ain't worth it, is it? This is too foolish.
This might actually be we might have to start doing this. We do a wake and bake, we do a maths and go, or riddle and go. Get the brains up and active in the morning.
We'll do this tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. We've got another one for you guys tomorrow.
Alright, cool.
Save it, please, so you don't lose it.
Leading a new segment, guys.
Saving it so you don't forget.
No,
I really want to
get
get
it.
into that one. But now, big up everybody, though.
All right. So,
What's Daddy said?
I do not think it's a real problem.
You know what word, man? He said there's more important things to be worrying about.
His answer is 600.
Okay.
He said, this is nothing.
Yeah, he's thinking.
They say you're
He's
dumb.
thinking. He's saying there's no confusion here whatsoever. Like
He
you wasted
said-
my powers this
Can you
morning.
imagine?
Like.
He ran him down, you know, for that. He's thinking kind of foolishness. All right, well, I'll say 600.
That's funny. Man said, where's the problem?
He said, what's the problem?
All right, then.
Nah, it must have been. Nah, you guys could not have gone like bees growing up. The hell?
Nah, we didn't, to be honest.
He said that's no real problem. I love that. All right, well, enough of that. Oh, we've got a comment from Spotify. Hold on. Amelia Jane says, awesome episode and great start to my week. I would love a Seen by Just Jean segment. Ooh, as the recommendations are really good. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. Much love, remain blessed and highly favoured. Amen. And you too, Amelia. Wonderful message.
Okay, and the poll. Thank you. Let's push on.
Yes,
and yes,
please.
I will tell Gina to each time she comes in to bring
Have
in
something.
her recommendations.
Seen and Just Seen. No, Seen by Just Jean.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia, you are smart. She would have got the answer right this morning. Smart. That's a smart lady. All right, let's get into the headlines.
All right, people. So our first headline. You guys remember Lee Anderson, the former Conservative Party vice chairman? Well, he has defected to Reform UK. The defection ends weeks of speculation about the Ashfield MP and TV presenter's future. Mr. Anderson said that he had been given a chance to speak out in Parliament on behalf of millions of people up and down the country who support reform. Speaking at a press conference, Mr. Anderson said that he was prepared to gamble on myself because he said he knew how many people support reform and what they have to say. All I want is my country back, he added. Mr Anderson ruled out calling a by-election in his own seat, telling the BBC that it would be pretty reckless for me to suggest a by-election when we could have a general election in May. Home Secretary James cleverly said that Mr Anderson had made a real mistake in defecting from the Conservatives. Announcing Mr Anderson's defection, Reform UK leader Richard Tice said that his party had found a champion for its plans to supplant the Conservatives in the Red Wall. By the way, guys, what do you guys think of Reform UK? I know that like it's still kind of newish in that sense, like in how their names kind of floating around. But this same guy, the reason why I mention it is because this same guy, when he was part of the Tories, which is obviously just a week ago, apparently he went on record saying Reform UK, he thinks, is just there just to take voters away from Tories and make Labour win. So this is why some people in the party saying, why would you defect to Reform if you know full well that this is what you believe? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never paid Reform no attention.
Yeah,
It just repackaged as the same nonsense as before. What was it called? What were they before?
Lib Dem.
No, because it's Farage. That's Farage's people, isn't it?
Farage.
And they was UKIP.
UKIP.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just figured it's just they've just repackaged, rebranded, same shit. So I've never paid it no man.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. To be totally honest with you, I just figured it was just more of the same.
Same.
I just figured they stop calling it UKIP and start calling it Reform. So
I mean, the Reform name
rebrand.
sounds better though, right? It doesn't sound as...
It sounds like a care home advert.
I didn't know what UKIP was. It's just the connotation to it, just because of them and they represent it. Like I don't like what's a UKIP. I don't even know what a UKIP is. So Reform probably sounds scarier.
Yeah, Reform
It's like
sounds...
they're trying to go back. Like they're trying
It's giving MAGA house.
It's giving go back to your country.
Okay.
Yeah,
You get
Reform.
me? Reforms.
That means they're trying to bring in a new revolution. Y'all gotta get out.
And knowing who the leader of Reform is, I know what you don't want to reform to. Nah, Reform's brazier.
Yeah, Reform is crazy actually.
It definitely sounds more radical. But I was thinking UKIP just sounds like UK, everything to do with like old school UK traditions. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was kind of seeing it. But Reform was like, okay, we want to change what's currently here.
Yeah,
You guys might be right, man.
and you ethnics are part of that.
No, but what's currently here is crap like from Tories and Labour. That's what I mean.
Is that how you took it?
That's kind of how I was seeing it.
No, I took
No.
it.
I think you guys are probably right.
I took it. I thought it was make Britain great again.
That's what's giving Reform.
To be fair,
You are who we're trying to reform from.
to be fair, that same guy who was who's basically Lee Anderson's friend, he was speaking. He was on Times Radio. He's basically mentioning why he's confused about Lee Anderson defecting to Reform. He said that he sees Reform's strategy as being, let's make sure we steal the votes from the Tories, so Labour win. Then in 5 years' time, at least we would have worked on being the main right-wing party. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be not the Tories, but Reform.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Next headline, Princess of Wales, man. She's been pictured, I should say, leaving Windsor alongside Prince William following controversy over a Mother's Day photograph Kate admitted to editing. Kensington Palace said that the Princess of Wales left in a car with the Prince of Wales as William was driven to the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey in London. Kate is not attending the service but is understood to have a private appointment and is pictured looking out of the car window. Earlier, she apologised for any confusion after admitting to editing a controversial Mother's Day image of her with her 3 children. In a statement, Kate, who's 42, said, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. The picture was released to celebrate Mother's Day.
Work
What do
or
you guys
joke,
think about
people. Work or joke.
And our last headline, which is basically going to be what we talk about in topic of the day, and this is about Frank Hester, who is a major Tory donor, and reportedly, he said in a meeting, it's like trying not to be racist. That's what he says. Yeah, the quote starts here. It's like trying not to be racist, but you see Diane Abbott on the TV, and you're just like, you just want to hate all black women because she's there.
Oh, Christy tagged me in this. She said this has to be done at it.
You give an option. You said, listen.
So early, I didn't read it. I was like, oh,
Yep.
it's in my head already.
Crazy. A high-profile Tory donor has said that he's deeply sorry, following reports that he said former Labour MP Diane Abbott made him want to hate all black women. Frank Hester is the chief executive of the Phoenix Partnership, which donated £10 million to the Tories last year. Also reportedly said that Miss Abbott, who remains suspended from the Parliamentary Labour Party, big up Labour for your nonsense, said you should be shot. She said Diane Abbott should be shot. In a post,
Shot.
This is what this guy said. Yeah. In a post on X, a spokesperson for Mr. Hester admitted that he had made rude comments about Miss Abbott. Imagine, yeah, rude comments about Miss Abbott, which were first reported by The Guardian, but said that they had nothing to do with her gender nor colour of skin. This is insane.
Well, you said you wanted to hate. It makes you want to hate all black women.
Can you imagine?
That's gender and skin.
It's ridiculous. Labour and the Lib Dems have called on the Tories to return the money that Mr. Hester has donated to the party following the comments, which were branded reprehensible. And that's it for the headlines. I guess we can talk about this a little bit in the topic of the day.
Gosh, all right, let's get into it.
All right, so today's topic of the day, as I pretty much just said, is about Diane Abbott. And I've called it the character assassination of Diane Abbott, right? And the reason why I've done that is because I feel like we're going to get into this, yeah? And I'm not trying to, before it sounds like this, but I don't want to deflect at all. Because we have to deal with what Mr. Hester said, right? But I feel like the assassination attempts are coming from all angles. And so it's making one thing, wait a minute, let's step back from this situation and look at why Diane Abbott, number one, is being attacked. And why is it that people feel like black women in that political space can be attacked like this and no one say anything or nothing happened? What's your guys' thoughts when you first heard this, what this guy just said?
Yeah, no, I was like I said, I didn't even go into the story. I wanted to see where did he say it?
He was in a meeting, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, he said this in public.
Yeah, it was public. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you what he said again. It's like trying not to be racist, but you see Diane Abbott on TV and you're just like, you just want to hate all black women because she's there.
No, where was he? Where was this space? Where was he talking?
I'll have to find out for you. But basically, it was in a meeting. So he's with, I'm assuming, other people, not just like a meeting with one person. Mm. But I'll get more context for you. But basically, that's what he said. I also want to get the quote where he said that she should be shot.
And what was it met with? Chairs? Like
nothing. It doesn't say anything about that.
Do you know what it is about when people say stuff like this, yeah? Like, they can say stuff like this because they will get away with it. And they do get away with it. Because the only consequences he's now facing is him getting a refund for a donation that he made. Essentially going to get money. He's going to get money back. The reason why he can sit in a meeting and speak about a woman like that, speak about a black woman like that, is because there's no consequences for speaking about women and speaking about black women like that. Mm-hmm. That's why he was able to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's brazen to say. To say that you wish someone gets shot,
yeah,
that's wild. That is wild. And then to just have to say, oh, I'm sorry I said that. No, it's not a sorry I said that. But again, he can move like that because of the way society is. There's no real consequence for doing something like that.
Did you say he's an MP?
No, he's the biggest donator.
He just gives them money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then now his punishment is that they should give him his money back.
Yeah.
They just be richer. It's wonderful.
It's a joke thing. After this, apparently, he also called all his foreign workers together to defend himself. So he held another meeting just with the foreigners. And he said, guys, I'm sorry.
His foreign workers.
His foreign workers.
So his maids and cleaners and... Because someone like him, he definitely don't have them as chief anything in his companies and whatnot.
That's a boy.
They said, I want to talk about you guys.
Pretty much. He said, abhorred. Well, he said, he abhorred, racism, and told his team that their progress will not be based on the colour of their skin, their ethnicity, or where their parents from. This was reported in The Guardian. However, he also said, we take the piss out of the fact that all our Chinese girls sit together in the Asian corner.
What? What?
This is what the guy said. I'm not that creative to make this
in
up.
this same meeting, trying to make amends for what you said about black people. Now you're making Chinese jokes.
This guy is insane. Insane. Yeah, this is exactly what he said.
He said, what? Sorry, repeat that, because...
He said, so during the meeting, he said, let me just read that at the Guardian said, right? So he also called all these foreign workers together to defend himself against online claims that he had made racist remarks. During this meeting, he said he abhorred racism and told his team their progress will not be based on the colour of your skin, your ethnicity, or where your parents come from. However, he also said, we take the piss out of the fact that all our Chinese girls sit together in Asian corner.
Well, why is it called an Asian corner? You unracist man. You've seen all your Chinese workers
That's where the Chinese
sit together,
people sit.
and then you've named it an Asian corner. You've named it Asian corner because you're racist.
No,
Why
but
does it not be an Asian corner? It's just a corner.
It's like speaker's corner.
No, because the thing is
They're
there,
just all
that
speaking.
corner is not assigned to just the Chinese workers. If they are in any corner of anywhere, he's going to deem that
Oh,
corner
he's saying Asian corner can move.
Yes, that's what he's saying. So
there, so,
the
yeah,
Asian,
okay.
an Asian corner is
Racist.
wherever
It's
Asians
definitely
reside.
racist. No.
He's racist.
No, if it couldn't move, Brent, then...
Is that what it took, yeah?
He can move.
Look what he put next, right?
You're not a tree,
Wishing
you can
everyone a happy and blessed Ramadan.
He didn't, Brent.
Get
he
out
didn't.
of
He
here.
didn't.
Come on, man.
Joke.
He didn't.
It's 18 hours ago.
What's the hashtags?
Hashtag Ramadan moon. Hashtag Ramadan Mubarak moon. Hashtag Ramadan Kareem moon. Did he get it right, Emmanuel?
Yeah.
What's
pretty
man look
much. Yeah. Oh,
What does he look like?
Can I see what he looks like, please? The
He's
same
in-
look racist white men have.
it doesn't look like he's got the money he's got.
Yeah,
does.
yeah, they never do. Oh,
look
no.
at that.
Look, he does.
Oh, no.
There, he kind of does, but down.
No, he doesn't even there. He looks like he's like the accountant that they're going to let take the criminal fall for the business.
It's a damn shame, man.
The
It's
one
a
that they
damn
make
shame.
sign all the documents that they never tell you to read.
Mm.
And then when detectives, FBI come, you take the fall for it. And now you're a little nerd trying to find a Liam Neeson to rescue you kind of vibe. With his stupid suit. Do you know what? Sometimes
It's
it's
a
just
damn
not fair.
shame.
So what did Diane Abbott do to him apart from be black?
Nothing. Just be herself.
They've been on Diane Abbott. When I knew they were on this auntie, yeah, it was when sis was having an M&S cocktail on the tube, and they just did the most. Sales went up there because them cocktails slap, but it was ridiculous. They're always on her.
Wait, you're saying it was unprovoked? Out of nowhere? There was no discussion, there was no talking points, and he just decided to say, hey!
I mean,
You know Diane?
well, in there's no talk of this in the meeting. You know what I'm saying? But obviously it might have just been a by the way. But either way,
But that's a
you know what
big
I'm
by
saying?
the way, though.
Yeah. Why are you discussing Diane Abbott? She's been suspended. She's not even active right now.
You know when you just live into people's head rent free.
Why?
Not for her, but still.
Unnecessary.
Has she responded to any of this?
As of right now, I don't believe so.
Sometimes people
But he tried. Apparently, he's tried twice to call her.
don't call me. Don't call me. If this was in America, she could have actually sued him, you know. Because saying that you want, what was it he said about her getting shot? You wishes he could shoot her?
She should be shot.
She should be shot is wild.
Yeah, she should be shot.
Saying someone should be shot is wild.
Which is the wildest thing in that statement, though? Let me go around the room.
Let me go.
Read the
Shall I
statement
read out
again,
the statement
please.
again?
Read it again.
All right. So
Let's vote for the wildest thing in
Yeah.
that statement.
And we're not including the Chinese corner.
No.
This is
It's
just-
blacks.
okay.
Don't worry about Chinese.
All right, don't worry.
Whatever
Okay,
TDA
hello.
they have.
That's great.
All right, so in the meeting, he said, it's like trying not to be racist, but you see Diane Abbott on the TV and you just want to hate all black women.
You know he didn't even try. You know he didn't even
because
try.
she's there.
You know he didn't even try.
He didn't try at all.
So read it again.
It's like trying to not be racist, but you see Diane Abbott on the TV and you just want to hate all black women because she's there. She should be shot.
So what's the wildest thing?
I'll be honest with you. The wildest thing for me in there is shooting, man.
Yeah. How
Wanting
about
someone
you?
to be shot is mad.
Mhm.
As in, he wants her dead.
Mhm.
That's wild.
It's mad.
That's
Do you know how
wild.
mad that is, though? But you know, some people obviously just said, this guy should be shot. You know
Nah.
what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm thinking, okay.
Because you know, it's shooting from a racist person, from a
Yeah,
white racist
there you go.
person.
There you go.
That's what they did with slaves and stuff. Like your body, like they don't see black people as life worth having.
Not at all.
So when he says that, that's what I think about. I think of the racist slave owners just shooting them down like flies, like as if they don't matter. I think of how it happens in America still to today, because again, they're so insignificant to you that they might as well just be off the earth.
Yeah.
The shooting is the wildest thing to me there.
How about you, Mags?
I mean, yeah, I suppose it's hard to top shooting. It's tough. But he just wants to shoot all black people.
Or use us to work as workers.
Oh, he's
Cheap labour and that.
he's saying seeing Diane Abbott makes you want to hate all black women and she should be shot. So essentially, he just wants to shoot black women.
But you know, is that one of them is wishful thinking.
It's not even just one. That's essentially
Because she represents all of them.
Because she represents all of them.
You understand?
Yeah.
She represents all of them.
Yeah, that's what he's
But you know what's
openly
interesting,
saying. Like,
I just want to go
I
and
just
shoot
want to
black
go and
women.
shoot black women.
But one of them is wishful thinking because it says it makes you want to hate all black. So he can't bring himself to, but he wishes he could. But then when he talks about shooting her, he says that's a definite. But that's something that needs to happen. I'm not thinking twice about it. I don't want to consider it. That is what needs to happen.
Yeah.
That's mad.
How about you, Manya?
I'm agreeing with Esther, man. Because I think, like I said, like a lot of the time, flippantly, people can just say, "Oh yeah, this guy needs to be shot." You miss a shot on goal, he should be shot.
Yeah.
But when you put it in the historical context, and you know where this guy comes from, and he's put like possible views on how black people are in this world, it means something different, man.
Yeah.
It means something different. So yeah, I agree.
That's horrible, man.
What about you, man?
Oh gosh.
The craziest part is shooting her is one, but he wants to shoot multiple.
Yeah.
All
right?
of them. Get rid of them.
But how he starts the sentence, hey,
It's like,
not trying to be racist.
Like, I'm not racist or nothing. I'm not racist or nothing, but I just think people should go back to their countries.
That's what I'm about to do.
He didn't even try. He didn't even try not to be racist.
joke thing.
He would have
my
so quickly.
gosh.
I'm not racist or nothing, but if I could get rid of all of them, I would.
Sad, man.
He's a piece of shit.
Can you get arrested for going online and threatening to kill
That's what
somebody?
I'm thinking. There has to be actions, some kind of consequence other than him than people returning money he gave them.
He didn't threaten to kill her. Threats to kill. He didn't say, I'm going to shoot you. That's not...
She should be
She
shot.
should be shot.
Yeah, but he didn't say he's going to.
But has it got influence? Do you know what I mean? Because if someone like Trump said that,
That's not...
they're like, I bet.
Incitement to violence.
Threats to kill is a real charge. You can
That's
get arrested for
incitement to
threats to kill.
violence.
So that's incitement, actually, yeah.
That is
It's inciting violence.
arrestable charge. Isn't
Maybe
it?
that
Inciting
is.
Violence.
I hope she does.
It's like
I hope
hate
she does.
speech, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
That's
if you're
definitely
doing
hate
it
speech.
on a public platform and doing that, yeah.
And
maybe
you
there's
said
that.
black as well. You said all black women. So there's a racist motive behind this shooting that you're trying to incite.
How could he say all black women?
Then he went on
It's
and
not
said,
crazy that is.
It's insane. Insane.
I'll be honest.
What about the black women in his party?
That's
Like
why he
Miss
has to
Kemi
gather the
Badenoch.
ethnics.
Kemi
isn't it?
Badenoch, isn't there?
Because she's part of the Tories, isn't it? So
Yeah, but
what
then-
does he mean? Is he including her too?
Yeah.
Ooh, Kemi?
Yeah.
He doesn't see her as black.
No, he has to, man.
Do you see that picture, the staff picture they took the other day? International Women's Day.
No, I don't see it.
She
And they
was
got her
at the
to
forefront
be at
of
the
the
front.
image.
They told her to stand in the front.
Front and center. And everybody behind it was white.
It's all white. She was the only black person then. She was the one at the front. I said, oh,
Let me show you the picture.
what a shame.
Kemi Badenoch, man. Diane Abbott. They're really doing Diane Abbott dirty, you know.
The way they come for Diane
I
Abbott is
really do,
horrible, man.
yeah.
It's horrible. Because I can't imagine like minding your business, being suspended. We're hoping that you get unsuspended at some point,
Yeah.
and then you mind your, but you wake up and this is what you're seeing, that someone wishes you get shot because you don't like my opinion, you don't like my political views, and you wish I got shot. Because even with that, it's so loaded because essentially he's wishing that you're not like you and your people should not be in a position where you get to dictate what may or may not happen in this country because this is not, you don't belong here.
Yeah.
The shooting is not just say, oh, let her get shot and be quiet. It's literally to quiet you forever because you have no stance, like you have no right to be opening your mouth in the mix of the superior race and be saying anything. It's so heavy in racism.
It's disgusting. 70-year-old woman, you know. 70.
Minding her business.
Man, work she's putting in this country, man. You know, the thing is, I want to see what Kim Badenoch says, to be honest with you.
And
I
honestly,
also want to see what Labour say. Because don't just talk about the money needs to be given back. What are you going to
doing
say
about that?
about this person who's attacked the former Shadow Chancellor for how many years?
But who was it that said that, what's it called? Islamophobia. Wasn't that, what party was that? That said it wasn't Islamophobic.
Tories.
Oh, that
That's
was
Lee
Tories,
Anderson,
okay.
yeah. That's the guy who defected to Reform.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's not enough to tell him to get his money back. Because that does nothing. I'm sure there's got some, I'm sure he's got powers that and why he gives money and blah blah blah.
100%.
But that's not consequences enough. They actually need to come out and say what he said was absolutely disgusting, and admit that it was racist. But again, this country they don't do the whole we don't see race. You need to start seeing it because it's right there. And those are the kind of people that tell you they don't see race.
100%.
That's what's important for people to say. Someone telling me they don't see race is I find it very offensive. I find it very offensive because that means that everything that is my reality, you just discount it and I think it's a form of gaslighting people. It's a form of gaslighting people. I don't see race. You need to see it. You should see it because it's right there. That's horrible, man. That's horrible, man. That's very horrible. That's very horrible.
What do you think? Why do you think this is happening to black women? Because I don't think he would make this comment about a black man.
He wouldn't.
Right? Even if you feel like, Kwesi Kwarteng, for example, was incompetent, he was there for 40 days, messed up the entire economy, even if you want to blame him, I don't see him saying this about him, right? Yeah. Why is it that they feel as though black women can be targeted like this? I think,
because honestly, I'll be honest with you, it comes down to, at the root of it is misogyny. Mm-hmm. At the root of it is not respecting women anyway. So with someone like that, the way he speaks to women and treats women, you will see that he doesn't respect women. Mm. It comes to, as a man, seeing a woman as just an object, as something that you can do things to, as something that doesn't really have rights, as something that's not on the same level of humanity as you are as a man. And then when you then have that as a base anyway for a woman, then you add that this person's black.
Yeah.
That's really it. At the root of it is misogyny. That's the root of it. The root of it is not respecting women, is not liking women, is not caring about women, and is not seeing women's lives as valuable as a man. And that's it. And whether that's at work, if you don't think a woman at your workplace, her contribution is as valuable as yours, same boat. That's really the root of it, in all honesty. Because he would never say that about anybody else. He wouldn't. And had he said that, he wouldn't say that about a white woman, because even though, yes, the lack of disrespect, the disrespect for women is there, with white women, there's still a power that comes with being a white woman that a black woman doesn't have. Mm-hmm. Do you get me? So even if he was to say that about a white woman, he wouldn't have gone as far as saying shoot her. More would have been like some kind of objectifying her, like she shouldn't be here, she should be in the kitchen. It would have been something like that. But with black women, there's an extra thing to it, because the baseline is misogyny, is not respecting, is hating women, not respecting women, not seeing them as valuable. Then when you add race to it, child, having a field day.
Do you feel like the Tories will do something about this? Because obviously this is just day one.
No.
Right? What do you think they're going to do? Because remember, they actually did speak out about... Sorry, they didn't speak out. They just said something in the public.
He's a donor. What are they going to do about it?
Huh?
He's a donor. What are they going to do about it?
But remember, this is about winning the election. This is about winning the election. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, even as a donor, strategically, you may think to yourself, you know what? I definitely need to apologize, do whatever's necessary so I can keep my party in power. So at least I can keep donating later and then get those things that I am campaigning for, want for my particular company. Because I believe he's worth like 400 million.
They're not going to lose votes because whoever's giving them their money is the thing. If you went and looked and done research into who's giving the Conservatives money, it's probably all types of...
racist.
Yeah, but but it's not in your face like that. Because I've said in the show many times, I feel like Tories and Labour, they're both racist together, to be fair.
Yeah, but what Conservative, then that's not affecting what Conservative base is that affecting?
What do you mean?
Like, what happened? Like, who's not voting Conservative now because of what?
You never know. There might be some black people.
My man said.
There might be some black people.
I wouldn't.
Because you have to remember, look at the Islamophobic comments that what's his name, Lee Anderson made, and people were upset about it. They came out and they said something. They said, even though they said, I don't think it's Islamophobic or whatever, yeah, and they said his comments were this, that, and the third, it didn't seem like they fully condemned it.
Yeah, and it's not going to make them go against the party. I've seen some British Muslims that are conservatives talking, and obviously they're not happy with that as far as like religion and stuff goes, but that doesn't change their ideologies and the way that they see things, and they're still conservatives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So they just have to just squash whatever beef they got with the leadership and just make it right. It's not made them say, oh, I'm Labour now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So,
but you'd be surprised though, because some people have thought, you know what, this is ridiculous. Even though I'm not Labour, I want to jump ship because as much as I was trying to defend them,
It's not jumping ship. A lot of them are thinking they're just not going to vote.
There you go. That's true. That is true.
You get me? So it's not pushing them away from the Conservative Party. Well, like essentially, they're losing support.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But that's still obviously like you're pretty much saying as well. That's still votes that they won't get though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's still gonna have consequence. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just want to see what these guys are gonna say.
Because he's not. They can't. There's no reprimand. They can't do nothing. He's not in a position where they can think. Them refusing his donor money doesn't help them.
Yeah.
So there's not much that they can. They ain't really got no moves for my man. It's either disassociate yourself with him or not. But I think the money will outweigh whatever bad press he's going to get. And I don't think it's going to make them lose enough voters for them to cut him off. I think he's just like, what do they need to do? What are they going to do? I don't even think they need to address it. I think they just need to just keep their head down and wait for the bad press to blow over. Because for the most part, you don't know who the donors are. If this idiot never went up and said that, you wouldn't even know. I wouldn't know the guy existed.
But at the same time, you may think to yourself, okay, remember, people are donating because they want something.
Yeah.
Yes, some people just want to be philanthropists and just be like, okay, cool, I support this party. Do whatever you want with the money. But some of these people, especially when you're worth 400 mil,
Yeah, well, it's for influence, isn't it?
100%.
So when they're doing their business dealings, they can get things signed off and
100%.
and registered to say, remember, I gave you 700,000 push this through. I need this permit signed up and boom, 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 boom. It's all that stuff, isn't it?
100%. But if you're somebody who like, for example, supports the Tories and you're like, you know what, I just care about the policies, forget the racist stuff, because whatever it may be, this may tip you over the edge. You know what I'm saying? Because you may think to yourself, wait a minute, maybe there is truth to all of these claims that the Tories are racist because their donor who's giving them money, who's going to make them move in a particular direction, is racist. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but anybody that's championing the Conservatives like that and that's like their party and they're pushing it, I don't think race is at the forefront of their concerns.
Oh yeah, because I think they've got racist thoughts too.
Yeah, obviously as people of colour, when you hear these things, there's going to be issues, whatever. But I'm saying I don't think race is like the hard line that they're running on if they're full-blooded Conservatives.
Okay. Well, 2 questions before we wrap up here. I want to ask you guys, if this was a Labour donor, what do you think about the opinion of us as black people would be about Labour? Do you think we'll defect? Do you feel like we'll be like, wait, let's see what Keir Starmer does to deal with this? Do you feel like it will change our opinions? Should it change our opinions? Like, what do you think the sentiment will be?
I think they get less grace than Conservatives.
Okay.
The Conservatives aren't being cooked enough for me. And I think that if that was Labour would have been getting cooked upright everywhere. Like, badly. They would have even got Jeremy Corbyn out.
But like by us though, because obviously most of us are grown up.
No, but I think by the
being
Conservatives
Labour.
too. Because they would have tried and use it to their advantage.
100% they would.
So they would have been getting cooked by everybody.
Did this happen in 2019?
Yeah, apparently. Apparently that's what I saw in that thingy.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not too sure.
Pick up the snitch though.
Election times, man. It's underhanded, dirty politics, man.
The snitch was in the original meeting.
Labour leaked that.
Yeah, but you know what's funny though? The snitch was in the original meeting, leaked the initial thing. Then when he did the second meeting to clarify, they said, hey, guess what he did as well? He made comments about the Chinese girls in the Asian corner. But snitch is working hard, man. I hope you get a bonus, babes. Unless you're racist in your heart too, then it's horrible, man.
I was going to ask you guys, do you feel like there is any point in... Do you feel like what was
That's a good question.
What was I say?
Has this tipped you over the edge, though? You're not voting Tory anymore.
I never said I was voting Tory, though. I said I'm considering all parties.
Would this change your considerations?
Not entirely, no.
Okay.
Because I don't see Labour as different. I literally see all of them the same. I said it on the show many times. I believe all of them are racist. Some are just more professional with it.
But don't you think it's different though if you actually know now someone is racist though? Like we've seen this now. Don't you think that makes it a bit different?
Not really, because I feel like I've seen it with Labour. Like
in something like this though.
Not as overt as this, no. But when you say you're gonna suspend her, get back to the case, and you never go back to the case. When she's just put an article and you're saying that she's racist, she's this, that, and the third, you dismiss her, all this stuff that they did unfairly to Diane Abbott within her own party. To this day, she's still suspended, right?
Is it with pay?
I'm not
Yeah,
too sure.
gotta be.
I'm too sure.
It's just like furlough, man. She's living life.
No, but it's wrong what they're doing to her. Like, this woman's giving her life to Labour. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's represented, was it Hackney and Stoke for the longest while. And she puts out a statement, which is accurate by many people's bloody assessment, just making a distinction between racism that black people feel and the discrimination that people from other communities feel as well. And then you want to suspend her, treat her unfairly, throw her to the wolves. To this day, nothing's been done about this. Nothing. No, to me, you people are all the same. This is how I see it.
I don't
really
know, man.
don't
I don't know. I feel like for me, if I suspect someone's away and they actually show me that they are that way, I will feel differently. I will feel stronger about them
Once they show it.
once they've shown me to the people that I've just made assumption about. But I also think as well that that's part of the problem why people can say comments and get away with it. Because when it comes down to it, people in whatever way try to justify it in whatever way they need to for whatever they need to focus on. That's why there's never going to be consequences for speaking about black women in such a way.
But I don't think that. I think that there's not going to be consequences because black people are not doing enough to mobilize and come together and actually think that we have power by ourselves and actually like use that power, that voting power, to do something and force these people to care about us.
No, I don't think it's that.
I don't think it's because we can get somebody to apologize or not. That means nothing to anybody.
No, but it's not about even getting someone to apologize because I don't know if people are pushing for that apology. I think that something like this, there should be a call for, oh, that's disgusting, and people stand on business about it. If anything, if we're gonna see anything, it's more than likely gonna be just black women who are standing on business about this, about the disrespect. That's the honest truth. You rarely see black men fighting for black women's rights. You rarely see that. However, what you see all the time though is black women fighting for black men's rights. History shows this.
I think in many areas you're 100% right, but I feel like something like this is somewhat unprecedented, and I feel like black men are just as horrified as black women in this. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're saying is crazy, 100%. It's crazy.
Yeah, but as black people, then what is the consequence as a black person to do that then?
What do you mean?
Because I'm going off of the question about the conservative voting, and this not being something that's like, this has completely put me off them. Okay. Fair enough, not completely put me off them, but at least to the point where it's like, I'm going to see, I'm not going to have an allegiance with them because I'm going to see what my best option is. I think something like this not making people think, I'm going to take a step back and actually think about whether I really want to support them.
But he's just a donor. He's not even representing the party. He's not making
I'm not talking about the guy because I don't think there's any consequences for the guy. Because again, like you've said, he's just donating money. All he's going to get a refund back, essentially put money back in his pocket. Like, I don't think there's any consequences for him per se. He's not the prime minister where people can call for him to be away. But I'm talking about black people in this.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is because he's not actually like an MP and all that.
Yeah.
Even like the black conservatives, could it piss them off enough to leave the party?
But that's what I'm saying.
He's not.
But that's what I think the problem is, though. That's what I think the problem is. Because I'm not saying it should piss you enough to quit your job, but I'm saying it should piss you enough to sit down and think about what it is that you're going to do next. If something like this, something outrageous like this happens, and you just think, you know what, he's a donor, and like you're so able to just quickly move on from it. That is why the disrespect will never stop. Because it's not even something that it hasn't affected any part of your day. It hasn't annoyed you to the point where you're thinking like, let me actually weigh up my options. Let me actually sit down and think about what it is I can do. And again, this very quick dismissal of it is exactly why people will be able to speak about black women like that, because there's no consequences. Because people are going to just brush up and be like, well, he's not a donor, he's not You're going to make excuses that fits whatever agenda, whatever motive that you might have. There will never be consequences because again, there's no thoughts into it. It's very quick to dismiss it and be like, oh, they're racist, man. They just do like that and then we just move on.
But what sort of consequences would you say is like, adequate for this sort of thing?
I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head, but there's stuff that can be done.
100%. And what I'm basically trying to say is those things that can be done are things that should be done before this thing even occurred.
Yeah, but we're here now. That doesn't help.
No, yeah, but what I'm trying to say is because the reason why we're here is because the other things have occurred, and because we think that the slave master here is a nicer slave master to that guy there. You know what I'm saying? They're all the same to me. They're both different wings on the same vulture that doesn't care about us. So if we spend time saying, you know what, this side is worse than the other, it doesn't make sense to me. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like we have to just make decisions based on whatever policy is going to better us. If that's blue, if that's red, if that's yellow, black or green, whatever. But we must not become emotionally attached to people who do not care about us. Keir Starmer has showed us he don't. Sunak and the Tory party have showed that they don't. The Tory donor has showed that they don't. All of them don't. The system doesn't. We're wasting time thinking one's worse than the other. That's all I'm basically trying to say. So I'm not surprised by it. I'm disgusted by it, but I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but what you call wasting time, I call giving a pass. I think giving a pass to them. I think if we sit down and we say that we cannot show that we're annoyed and we're da-da-da-da, or we're reconsidering our allegiance to these people, what that lets them know is that there's nothing that we can ever do that'll be bad enough for them to not support us. No, and that's going to be part of the problem. I think it's one that there's no point sitting and saying that, well, this is what we should have done, so this comment would have never been made and blah, 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 blah. Okay, but how are we letting them know now that the comment that's been made is very disgusting, and you cannot say that about somebody. You cannot incite violence against somebody when the statistics that shows violence against women and violence against black women, that is just so wild. So wild to do. So if we say that, you know, how we can't sit there and think of which slave master is nice or which slave master is more evil or whatever, that's wasting time. Honestly, from the white perspective, I'm seeing this as there's nothing I can ever do that will ever withdraw my support from, like, would ever make them withdraw my support, will ever make them withdraw support. And so I'm just going to carry on about my racist business. And something like this, again, is going to happen very, very shortly, very soon. And then again, they're going to react the same way. There's not going to be any consequences. So we can just go forth and be racist and just live a happy racist life.
I hear what you're saying, but I think it depends on where it's coming from. Like, someone like me, I could never... If you hear me say something like that, one should never, especially if they know me and my views, should never think that I'm just saying, let's give them a pass. I'm just basically saying, guys, remember what I was saying to you last week? Yep, here it is again. 2 weeks ago, yep, here it is. That's all I'm basically saying. And I'm basically saying, don't think that if you leave these people and go to red, it's any better. Don't think if you leave red and go to yellow, it's any better. I'm saying, let's come up with our own party. Let's come up with our own whatever, systems, infrastructure, industries, whatever it may be, starting small. I know it's not going to take a day, but just something small where we say to ourselves, you know what, guys, we are all we have. Because the reality is we are all we have. I say this all the time, black people, African people, we have no friends. None. And the day that we realize that is the day when our future will be brighter. And I'm simply saying, this does not surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. If this came from the Labour Party, I had the same energy. It doesn't surprise me at all. That's what I'm basically saying. But anyway, guys, want to add anything? Should we move on?
No, you did that, man. On the mic drop. Brent might clip that up.
Red, you want to add anything?
No, I'm right.
Cool. I don't know. I guess
Let's get to the next
wrap it up. All right, people. So our next headline, conspiracy. This might be another conspiracy for you guys to go down, man. So a former Boeing employee, known for raising concerns about the firm's production standards, has been found dead in the US. So John Barnett had worked for Boeing for 32 years until his retirement in 2017. And in the days before his death, he had been given evidence in a whistleblower lawsuit against the company. So Boeing said that it was saddened to hear Mr. Barnett's passing. The Charleston County coroner confirmed his death to the BBC on Monday. It said that the 62-year-old had died from a self-inflicted wound on the 9th of March, and police are still investigating. Mr. Barnett had worked for the US plane giant for 32 years, like I mentioned, that's Boeing, until his retirement in 2017 on health grounds. From 2010, he worked as a quality manager at the North Charleston plant, making the 787 Dreamliner, which is a state-of-the-art airliner used mainly on long-haul flights. In 2019, so this is basically where, to be fair, it started further back than this. But in 2019, he was speaking to the BBC, right? And he basically outed the situation over there and said that under-pressure workers had been deliberately fitting substandard parts to aircrafts on the production line. He also said that he had uncovered serious problems with oxygen systems, which could mean that 1 in 4 breathing masks would not work in an emergency. This is what's happening. on these planes, and nobody knew about it. And yeah, man, like I said, he was doing. He's in the middle of giving evidence days before his death, and now the guy's dead from a self-inflicted wound.
God.
Next headline.
Before you move on to the next
Conspiracy
headline,
much.
Yeah.
who's beefing you? What is this about? I don't understand this. What's the context?
It's about what we're talking about.
It was about his monologue that he just done.
Oh,
She
and this
said
person doesn't like it.
She said he's cooking.
No, because she understands what my point was and what I'm saying. We're making excuses.
Cooking burnt toast.
Because you said he was cooking, and she's saying it was burnt toast.
Why is this person not like you, man? Yeah?
I don't think it's not like she doesn't like him. She doesn't agree with his
just doesn't
opinion.
agree.
She doesn't agree with his opinion on this conversation because she understands what I was saying.
Okay.
So when you said he was cooking, she said, yeah, burnt toast.
Oh.
So that's
Fair
just...
enough.
What's the condition of the bread in the Labour Party, though? That's
What?
what I need. What's the condition of the bread in the Labour Party? That's what we need to know.
Well, you can let us know what it is in the Conservative Party. You seem to be in there.
I mean, I've told the world what's going on in the Tory Party, but people seem to be closing their eyes to what's going on in Labour for some reason. I don't know if Stammer's going to save you people. But anyway, next headline, trigger warning. And a US man has been sentenced to life in prison for the rape and murder of a fellow American tourist and the attempted murder of her friend near one of Germany's top visitor attractions. So a German court convicted Troy Philip B., who's 31, for the attack on the two tourists. Last month, he admitted attacking one of the women before pushing her and her friend off a ravine on the 14th of June 2023. He had befriended the two women before lowering them off the public path. In Monday's sentencing in the district court in the town of Kempten in Bavaria, the judge, Christoph Schweibacher, noted the particular severity of guilt in the case. He indicated that the killer would probably not be eligible for parole after 15 years, which is typical for people who received life sentences in Germany. And the last headline, trigger warning on this one, and I'm pretty sure you guys remember this situation, sad situation. And this is about, that couple that were on the run with their baby that passed. So Constance Marten and Mark Gordon went on the run last year with their newborn baby, Victoria, before they were arrested after a manhunt lasting almost 2 months. Constance Marten planned to pay someone to smuggle her baby abroad. This is what the court has just heard. Martin, who was 36, and her partner, Mark Gordon, 49, on trial after their newborn baby, Victoria, died while they lived off grid during winter last year. The couple had gone on a run in January 2023 in a bid to keep their baby after 4 previous children were taken into care. Almost 2 months later, on the 27th of February, they were arrested in Brighton, and just days later, the badly decomposed remains of Victoria were found in a little plastic bag inside a shed on an allotment. Giving evidence on Monday during the ongoing trial, Martin said that there were plenty of people who would have willingly helped her smuggle Victoria out of the country, claiming she had found such services on Gumtree. She told the court that she had paid the person to get Victoria out of the UK. She said it would have been a carer, a nanny or something. If there's a will, there's a way. You can always find someone to help. The defendants of no fixed address deny manslaughter by gross negligence, perverting the course of justice, concealing the birth of a child, child cruelty, and causing or allowing the death of a child. The trial continues. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
All right, let's get into some word on road. Oh, my damn nerves. So annoying. You guys know the group Raspberries? The British group. You know what that song is? The song Hungry Eyes?
Hungry eyes.
Yeah. They sing that. thing.
Y'all did nothing there. That doesn't give.
If you don't know,
me an idea.
the girls that get it.
Continue.
Is that-
You don't know,
that
you're
dancing,
uncultured.
maybe?
That's it. No one knows more than Hungry Eyes.
Hungry eyes. Where else does it go?
Dun, 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 dun.
Go on.
That's it. I don't know the words after that.
The magic between you and I, hungry eyes.
That's a tune, man.
Is it like pop way back when?
Yeah, it's just like a British staple. Anyway, the guy
I thought it was
died.
an American song.
Is it American?
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought it was. I just assumed it was.
Yeah, I feel like songs back then are difficult to get the accent out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, sad news, he passed away. He was in a group called Raspberries. His name's Eric Carmen. And yeah, so Hungry Eyes is a solo song of his. And All By Myself. I don't know if that's the All By Myself that features in Shrek.
All by myself. That's one.
I was thinking that. I don't know if that's it. Don't wanna be. I don't know. It might be, but I mean, hit single must be that because you can't have a song called All by Myself that is not the All by Myself we're singing and call it a hit. You only know one. Well, yeah. Sadly, he passed away on Monday, and his wife shared the news and said that with sadness, our sweet, loving, and talented Eric passed away in his sleep over the weekend. It brought him great joy to know that for decades his music touched so many and will be his lasting legacy. R.I.P. to him, man. Sad, sad, sad. What else is on my list? Hold on, I'm just going in between. Oh yeah, so basically, obviously the whole Kate thing going on yesterday and whatnot, yeah. ITV, as in on This Morning, basically announced that there was going to be a show. No, that they basically announced that there was a lady who's been cast as Kate in a show called Lost Princess that's coming in autumn. Gosh. Well, basically, the it's a fake TV show, and it's a conspiracy theorists that came up with that on social media and whatnot. They saw it, ran with it, took it, and announced it on live TV. They basically said Sheridan Smith was going to be they basically said Sheridan Smith is going to be playing Kate in the drama, essentially. How awkward, man. Very very awkward. And then during they were like, oh yeah, ITV is doing the series just announced. Can you imagine? Just announced. With Sheridan Smith called The Lost Princess coming later in the year. There's focus on everything Catherine does, and because she's been out of sight since the operation, people have been thinking, what is the operation? Is she really all right? Especially they said this show is gonna answer all people's questions. That there's no such thing happening. So there's that. Also, oh yeah, Sharon Osbourne she's getting cooked for how she looks, but apparently she's on Ozempic.
A what?
Ozempic, you know the diabetes medication people are using to weight loss.
She's one of them.
She don't look good.
None of them look
She don't look good at all. No, Oprah looks alright.
Who?
Oprah.
Oh,
Allegedly,
I don't
she
even
might
see
be on
Oprah.
that.
I was talking about it in Big Brother. I think I had it on TV maybe.
Oh, okay.
Was it yesterday or something maybe? Or the day before? I wanted to see if Zizi was still in there.
Yeah, Zizi's in there. She's still in there, right?
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
there.
she is.
They all look terrible.
Yeah, not yet. At all, but yeah. So basically, apparently though, which I think this is sweet because you know he's like low. I love loving it. Apparently, she's on the show because of her husband. So you know, Ozzy's got Parkinson's, right? And apparently he's like,
On the way out.
yeah, basically. But basically, she's on the show. That's the reason why she was kind of separated in fast, blah, blah, blah. She's basically on the show for a very short period of time. Like, her contract is very short because she takes care of him and whatnot and wants to go back to him. But apparently, the reason why she's doing the show... So remember she did X Factor with Louis, right? They're both judges and whatnot. And they've got very good chemistry, like working chemistry and friends and whatever. And Ozzy she said how basically he was talking about how she and Louis are such a great team because X Factor's not coming back anymore. So he was talking about like how you and Louis were very, like, you guys work together really well, blah, blah. And how he always found it entertaining. And so she's on the show with Louis to kind of for his entertainment. Because she was like, not many things entertain the guy or make him laugh. So she was like, if she can kind of give him some entertainment for a little while with everything he's going through, she's down to do it. I thought that was really sweet.
What's happening to Louis though?
Oh, he's just a piece of shit. I wouldn't know. He's just a piece of shit. He's just a...
I guess you say what
he's
he's
a
going
piece of
through.
shit. No. What all Ozzy is going through.
Oh, so I was confused.
Okay, well, no one cares what Louis is going through. He's going to be going through worse. If I quit.
Okay. So
People are lucky I don't play with voodoo dolls and all that kind of stuff, you know. Some of you people are on my list, child. But no. So she's doing it for Ozzy. So he said he finds both of them together as a pair funny. So that's why she's doing Big Brother apparently. And yeah. But that's sweet, man. But look at her. Like her, and that's the thing with Ozempic. It's making people's faces like hollow. So you know, like when you lose weight, usually your skin has time to kind of elasticity and all that stuff, all the collagen, all that stuff. This is just, she looks old.
Is it surgery with that as well that caused that though?
Yeah, but that's the thing that when you do all them, I reckon. So I don't think hers is falling right. I'm not even body shaming or anything like that. I just think, gosh, it ain't it, man. But she's in there. I think she doesn't care about a lot of things anymore, man, because she's in there. I told you that the other day. She was talking about Adele, talking about James Corden's The Beg, that keeps name dropping all the designers he's got. She's like, you can compliment his shoes, and they'll be like, oh, it's Anna Wintour. She's like, I don't care. I just said these nice shoes.
She was talking about Simon the other day, saying he's got mental health.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah.
Saying he's a madman.
She's really in there.
I feel like that. She said, if you like someone that wears the same thing every day and does the same thing every day their whole life, is a madman.
That's not true.
I was about to say, Bren. Bren, what have you got to say about that?
That's not true.
I mean, look, it's worth looking at.
It's not.
Oh gosh, that's so funny, man. But yeah, man, it must be difficult. Like seeing your partner's health deteriorate, and like your life partner, like, do you know, that's hard, man. But love to her when she's not being a egg. Also, so the Oscars was yesterday, or no, on Sunday, sorry. And John Cena had to present an award for best costume design, and he appeared on the stage naked, like naked. But basically, people have been criticizing it because they were like, when women out here twerking, when women out in short dresses, you can see their legs and whatnot. You all of a sudden are worried about the influence on your kids, and you're worried about this and worried about that. They were like, a naked man on TV when it's not after hours is actually what's it called? What's that thing called? What's the word? Basically, people should be having more of an uproar and blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. It turns out anyway, but he was naked. Like he was naked. Let me see if I can show you.
We don't want to see that.
It's too late. You are.
I'm looking at you.
No, it's right here.
No, you.
It's here. He was naked, but actually he had tights on, like a full body tights. So he wasn't actually naked. He had a pant on. He had a pant on. Where is the picture I got? Yeah, so but he basically had like nude. He had nude pants on that covered his penis and his bum cheeks.
Yeah, but when he came out, he was covering himself though, right?
No, he basically put the card by his penis.
But it stayed there though, innit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how he stood on stage.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, but they're saying that there was kind of some kind of net, like tights, what was nude color, but other way is naked. I've seen the abs, seen the V line, seen his little ankles, nice thick legs. I've seen it all, so I don't think I just haven't seen his penis. That's a naked man. I'm sorry. But also as well, in other news, he has been offered $500,000. Basically, he's been offered $500,000, $500,000, sorry, to strip on a webcam for adult streaming site. They wrote a whole email team and everything.
Imagine.
Sorry. So basically, the email says, as I write to you now, I'm wearing my favorite pair of jorts, watching a compilation of your greatest WWE highlights. Tough for me to say, but I think you're as good an actor as you are a wrestler. After last night's revealing Oscars performance, it's clear you're still in great shape. Whether it was last night or during WrestleMania, we're happy to help you strut your stuff. After all, there's quite a few people that love to watch you strip down your iconic jorts and see the real 5-knuckle shuffle.
What are jorts?
I don't know, Brent. I want the jean shorts. The jean shorts, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so they would like to see him strut his what's it called? Do the real 5-knuckle shuffle. You can make anything sound dirty. Just lower your tone a little bit. There's no word on whether he will be taking on this deal or not. Big up him, man. Also, right, so there's been the girls have been talking and whatnot in the UK side of things. There is a bridal fashion designer called Alonuka, right? Sorry, I added that last minute, Brent. I should have told you. But basically, she's a fashion designer. I think her design started going like viral during. Sorry, Brent, if you don't mind getting like an Instagram up or something.
Mm-hmm. What's her name?
Alonuko. Alonuko. That's not the girl's name. That's her brand. But her name is Bimisola. But basically, right? Nuko. But basically, the reason why she went viral is because she makes banging wedding dresses. But she makes banging wedding dresses that like have illusion. So you're like, you know when you think that you're seeing skin? You're not. It's net. It's part of the dress. So it's proper amazing. I know she made a dress for Daniel Brooks, the girl from The Colour Purple, who was also in what's that lesbian show? And the prisons. Orange is the New Black.
New Black.
Yeah, Orange is the New Black. But basically, there was some girl from the UK who went on there's a bridal podcast. Went on the podcast and basically said about was alleging that Alanuko was unprofessional. She said how she booked a bespoke. Listen, the talent is wild.
I want to get married now.
Just click on the link.
Why,
Just
so you
click
can
on the
put a
damn
dress on?
Look.
That's the dress. So you see all that part where you think you're seeing body. That's all oh gosh, what a woman. And it's all hand beaded and everything. She is talented. Beautiful.
You want to get married now, innit? No?
Listen, that won't do it.
I mean, finding a white girl. Hold up.
Okay. Right. Anyways, right. So basically, the girl alleged that she basically just alleged. It's a long ass story, very long ass story. But she basically said how. So with her dresses, you either get a made-to-order appointment or bespoke appointment. Bespoke is when they make the dress for you, I guess, from scratch. They design, sketch, blah, blah, blah. If it's made-to-order, it's basically you see a dress, you like it,
You're going to give
they
us
make
some
it.
variation, like.
I was so
You're stuck on that
transfixed
one.
with that one.
I do like a short hair bride, though. I think it's a look.
You need to have the head, though.
He doesn't have the head.
You need to have the head.
Yeah, short hair is just a
You say I don't have the
top-tier
head.
hairstyle,
No.
but you need
Oh, the
to have
person
the
has it.
right
Yeah,
head
yeah.
shape
Yeah.
for it. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
But it is that lets you know if you're really paying. If you think you're actually beautiful, shave your head off and then we'll
And then
tell
you
you.
know.
Then we'll see.
So
We'll
we'll
tell
tell
you.
you, you know.
Yeah, we'll tell you after.
To be fair, your bum does grow
might be
bigger as
too
well.
late, huh?
When you shave your hair off, your bum grows bigger.
That's a thing.
I mean, that's a thing.
Your
Scientific
waist
proven.
gets more snatched.
It does. The body's bodying after that. But anyways, amazing designer. But basically, the girl alleged that she basically claimed that her dress cost £21,000 because they kept adding things and adding this and charging her for this and charging her for that, blah, 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 whatever. It then became a whole social media thing. Obviously, she went on this podcast, said it. She didn't name the designer, but people were able to put two and two together who the designer was. Then she went on after that to then do a TikTok live where she was showing alleged emails and all that kind of stuff. Cut a long story short, after a week of all of this foolishness, the founder of Alanuko, Gwemisola, then decided to respond to all of it because it's affecting the brand, innit? I'll be honest, it was affecting. People started a whole hashtag and whatnot. It was affecting the brand, and she didn't address it. She didn't. Okay, she didn't address it until yesterday or 2 days ago, where she
Trousers, is that
basically.
pants? Okay, it's a different drip.
I like it.
Are you supposed to get married with your breasts out or like that?
Yeah, he's gonna stop you. He's gonna beat you.
Jesus.
No. If it's the same Jesus you think gave pigeons and them souls, that Jesus is on. It's an annual leave when the breast is out.
These are just
All right,
messing up
all
your
right.
afterlife. These are heaven's a proper concrete jungle.
Yes. You're an egg. You're so dumb. Anyway, cut a long story short, because clearly these dresses are distracting you as well. You never listen to
Yeah,
it.
man.
I
Sorry.
know why
She's
it
good
is.
though.
Take
It's
it
all right.
off.
She's amazing. She's
good.
proper sick. Proper. She's so talented. It's crazy. Proper sick. Cut a long story short, the girl lied. Yeah, cut a long story short. She claimed that she was charged £21,000 for the dress. Turns out she was not charged £21,000 for the dress. She gave them a 2-month notice for her dress. And obviously because of the way that the dress is made and blah, blah, there is an express fee that is charged. So she was charged that she changed her order from a made to order to a bespoke. She claimed at one point as well that she and her boy, because the dress was stressing out so much, she and her husband rolled up to the girl's studio to have a word with her, and That conversation never even happened. She's a female Legion. I don't care what nobody says. This is scary. Legion is getting closer and closer to home. Y'all, stay woke. How can you lie that you and your husband confronted somebody and the whole time the conversation never even happened? So the Alanuko designer showed a screenshot of where she was on the day this alleged conversation happened. She was not in the studio. And also she said they did the Ring doorbell. The Ring just registered missed because there was nobody there because we were not expecting you. The lies is wild. And then she said about the 21K. She's like, if I can afford 21K for a dress, I can definitely afford to sue you. Because they basically posted a picture up and she basically messaged them to take it down. Otherwise, she's going to threaten legal action. She said that there was, so basically, right, so with the dresses, right, obviously, so if it's a white dress, cream, just whatever, the corset part has like a ribbon thing that matches the color of the dress. This girl, her name's Felicia, claimed that she got sent a pink ribbon. I don't think it was like, we don't even have any pink ribbons up in anywhere in the studio. So when I said she showed a picture to her Instagram followers and whatever else in the TikTok live of the pink. So it's like you added bits to the dress that wasn't there. She said the dress was ripped as well. Obviously, because of the material was thin and whatnot, you have to be careful. But thankfully, Alonika said that when they're going to send the dress out, they take detailed pictures. So that dress was not sent to you with the armpit ripped. I think it's when she was tampering with it and getting other people to like, because she said how she had to get other tailors, because she got married in Nigeria, had to get them to sort this out. I reckon that's when they were doing all of that, is when they ripped the dress. There was that. She also claimed that they used a pink thread. So, but Alonika said that basically with the dresses, obviously sometimes some of them are like bodycon fitted and whatnot, but basically they put like a little tack at the back so that you know what to cut off, kind of like when you have with suits, where you know what to cut off so you can kind of have like more room essentially. And obviously they would have sent instructions, all of that kind of stuff, but she's taken the picture and made people think that her white dress was sewn with pink thread. It was just a whole thing. And then also, last anyway, the dress did not cost her 21k. I think that's the biggest part of this whole story, was that the dress was not 21k. And actually as well, the cheekiest part of it was that she told Alonuko that she doesn't live in the UK, so they need to take the VAT off. Not a scammer, child. Scam. A whole ass scam. But anyway, I loved the way that Alonuko addressed it. She basically did a whole production. It looked like a whole documentary. It was so interesting. They had the background music that was just perfect for it. And she basically posted on her and she said she wasn't going to address it, but because of her brand, she's worked very hard on her brand and she has to just make sure that her clients know that all of this stuff is false. All the receipts that the girl came with, she made it clear. She also did, so the girl showed why it was that the payment was the way it was, but that wasn't the invoice she paid. She didn't pay that invoice. So she showed the invoice she actually paid, and it ended up being, I think it was like 12k or something like that for the dress. Well, I don't know if that was including or minus the VAT. It was a whole mess, but it was a whole conversation about when people come out and expose businesses and blah, 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 and how people just jump in a bandwagon and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm happy that the girl came and defended her business, because that girl is talented. Like, that kind of talent, honey, yeah, you can't just wake up and just want to tear down someone's business just for the sake of it. Like, and now people are asking her, like, why did you lie like that? Like, how could you lie in such a detailed manner?
Demons.
How could you do that? Like, why? That's scary. Adults that lie like that, yeah, are scary to me. Like, you proper made up all these things about this girl and her business. It's mad. And then she allegedly got DMs from people that were saying, oh yeah, you know, she hasn't got a nice attitude. And I think the problem is that some of you go somewhere for a service and you want a person to be your best friend. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to offer you a service. Yes, I'm going to be polite. Yes, I'm going to be nice and whatever, but we're not besties for us to be gisting after. Do you want a dress made? Okay, we'll do that. She even claimed that the girl fat shamed her. She claimed that she went for a dress fitting and the girl told her that your inches have increased by 2, that your waist has increased by 2 inches. The girl was like, we've never been taking a measurement. She said, we've never taken a measurement. So I don't understand why she went on a podcast and lied in such a detailed manner. Y'all are scary. Anyway, that's it for me today, man.
Can I just ask also, yeah? If she did say, you know, based on the last time we measured you, now it has gone up 2 inches. Is that fat shaming?
Yeah, because what's your business?
No, just
adjust it. Yeah, okay, I'm aware. Cool. I am aware that this wedding planning is stressing me out. Okay. You ain't got to point out. Just do what you need to do, man. just do what you need to do. But because people get sensitive in it, and you don't know, because I might be ill and you don't know.
Sure.
And then now you've made this comment. Now I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's a whole thing. But this conversation about weddings, people getting stressed with planning weddings and stuff like that, I don't know if people are going to learn, man. I find it funny that there's certain experiences people have, they've been through, and then they will let people know that it's not worth it. But the people that come in will still want to do it. But it's because you guys have changed weddings into motives. Everyone's trying to have the wedding of the year. Everyone's trying to be on Better Niger. From when, we've got people who are not African saying they want to wear African clothing because it looks like a trend now. It looks like a trend. God help everybody.
Shambles.
What's Better Niger?
So basically, they are they're like one of the biggest blogs to come out of Nigeria, essentially Africa, I would actually say. And essentially they got one for weddings, and so they basically post like wedding pictures and all that kind of stuff on there. So a lot of people, I won't say people in general, but a lot of people want their wedding to be so lit that it ends up on that page. They've got like millions and millions of followers.
If you're allowed a white wedding, why can't you have a traditional African wedding? If you're
You're
not
Jamaican and your partner is Jamaican too.
But when you go traditional, whose tradition is that?
You go Jamaican traditional
No, if you're gonna have a white wedding, a traditional
or white wedding.
wedding, whose tradition is that?
It depends. If you're a Christian, then that's the tradition you're going with, isn't it?
So that means you can cosplay other people's traditions.
Never, I'm a Christian.
So why can't? Huh?
I'm a Christian when getting married in a church and I'm wearing white. It signifies the bride of Christ. White, purity. Here I am. But if you're Jamaican and you're trying to have a Nigerian traditional wedding, where's the correlation? You don't know your DNA. You might be from Sierra Leone.
Nah, see, but it's called a traditional wedding. The white wedding, it's just different traditions. You're saying Nigerian traditional. You get me? So you're taking on other people's traditions with their wedding.
No, but we do both.
So that's what I'm trying to say. So because you're allowed to do it, other people should be allowed to have a Nigerian traditional wedding if they're not Nigerian.
What are you talking about? What is wrong with you?
But it's say we ain't.
Do you see the logic I'm coming with, Brent?
Because I'm West Indian? Nobody looked to him and asking the question. Is it because you don't talk about Nigeria?
Yeah.
You want y'all to tag team together?
Because I know he's not going to be on side. That is...
Go on, say it again.
No, forget it.
I was listening. Basically, you're saying that their official wedding is supposed to be just to the quote-unquote African traditional wedding. Right? It shouldn't be the white wedding because the white wedding represents Christ.
Or European traditions.
And
she's upset that Europeans are having African traditional weddings.
Yes.
And I'm
he's saying from the very beginning, you weren't having white weddings.
You get me?
Emmanuel.
So it's the same, Esther.
Can you speak to that?
What, in the beginning?
It's not, but okay.
Was you having white weddings in the beginning in Yorubaland?
No.
So,
No, but it's because people converted to
Christianity.
That's what it's saying. Like, it's not the tradition of another
Of Europeans.
Group. Yeah,
It's
the
tradition of
religious
Christ.
thing.
Yeah. It's tradition of the church. And I belong to the church.
okay.
Mel said that she had a gate crash at her wedding.
No, I need a story, please.
I only saw random people I don't know.
Yeah,
Later.
I've heard that many times though. So basically, someone
As in
will
you
come
just
to your
invite
wedding.
yourself?
No, as in they put it out, let people know that there's a motive going on here, and then people just show up.
Like
we used to do that when we were
flyer?
younger. We've been going past to see motives going on and just gone to them.
See?
We were like a big party and we just gone to it.
Mel said a wedding without drama is rare. I had great crashes at mine. I only saw pics of random people I don't know a week later. Wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got a hack how to avoid all of this stuff.
Oh.
I'm getting some Russian security. If your name is not on the list, baby, you ain't getting in. Yeah, man. I don't know. I find the whole I find wedding culture so interesting. Like, I'm so fascinated by it. I'm so interested by it. I just think, wow. The number of people that have weddings that just honestly get out of hand in numbers is wild. My dream is to elope.
We have gate crashes in the community.
What? People are saying
was a gate crasher. He just attended weddings on a random Saturday.
Greek.
Yeah. And also Noreen.
What? That's something to do.
And even Ed.
Oh, not you, Ed.
And his gate crash house parties.
Are you not scared? Because imagine going to a wedding, yeah, you're dressed up to the nines and they say, excuse me, there's no room at the inn. You can't come in. Are you not embarrassed? People behind you knew that you weren't, they're like, your name's not on the list. Oh, that could never. I'd never go to another wedding.
How do you all dress up?
Do you know how mad that is?
And then attend some stranger's wedding?
You're not dressed up. That's how they can usually tell you're not supposed to be there.
Yeah, they're the worst ones. Then they come in a hoodie.
I haven't dressed up and done it.
So you were just walking in
That's even
Hackney
worse.
and then saw some celebration. You said, I'm hungry.
I've attended a party before that has nothing to do with it. Oh, who you invited us? Oh, Tina. What?
Wait, was there a wedding? What was it a birthday party?
It was like I think this was like a christening, maybe?
Not a christening.
Yeah, I went to a christening. I remember I lined up, I got jollof. Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it weren't my party. I don't know whose party it was, but I went there. I was there.
And you weren't dressed in a dress? Did you know you were going, or you just?
No, we were just
Walking by.
Just stumbled across it. Just turned up. I was younger.
That's interesting. People are doing their grown adult years though. I think that's wild, man. But at least you look like you're meant to be here. Do you get me? If you're gonna cake crash someone's wedding, at least wear a suit. Make an effort. Anyways, good luck, everybody. Well,
Jen just invites people to gate crash her parties. You want to gate crash a party?
That's not gate
He's
crash.
fine.
That's invitation.
That's invitation.
Well, fair enough. You've done it wrong, Chin and Gist.
That's not gate crash.
It's the incentive.
Gate crash is going there, yeah, and then saying, "Oh, someone's late," dropping in the group chat, and people just show up.
What's 9 nights?
9 nights of what?
9 nights.
Yeah, what's that?
And that the
It's like a wake.
Yeah, I was gonna say people are no. People are gate crashing people's funerals.
Well, 9
You
nights.
can't gate crash that.
I've gone
Where
to
did you draw the
someone's
line?
9 night, I don't know before.
Where did you go?
To the hall.
So why did you go?
Because it was turn up, innit?
Wow.
Some of you are different, you know.
It was a
I couldn't
turn
gate crash someone's funeral. And I don't respect the dead or anything like that. But what if they decide to? What if they decide to make an example out of me?
It didn't gate crash a funeral. You went at the church. You went like you watched some guy in the ground. You was at the chicken party. You gives a shit about that.
The person who didn't accommodate and didn't provide.
No, the chicken party
you.
ain't for the dead. It's for us.
What's a chicken party? A party with
The
chicken?
after bit.
What do you call a chicken party?
They're all chicken parties.
Nah,
Christenings,
people are saying this is
weddings,
normal.
funerals, birthdays. That's just called after bit a chicken party.
Is that some Jamaican thing?
It must be because we just call it reception.
I knew what I was talking about. It's the chicken party.
No, I
No,
think,
I didn't know.
I think that I would have guessed because the context in which you're saying, but why call it a chicken party?
Yeah,
Because
like,
there's just a staple.
chicken,
You always got
man.
fried chicken at least.
that is such a stereotype.
There's always going to be fried chicken. Always. Always. Christening, wedding, funeral, birthday. There's black people involved, whether they're Caribbean or African. There's going to be fried chicken at that party. What are you talking about? This is given.
Yeah, we ain't never been in charges.
It's a given. So there's chicken parties.
Who has the best fried chicken recipe in your family?
I don't know, but we go to a man who fries our chicken. We pay him to buy the box. His fried chicken is lang. Like, lang. It's better than anyone in my family's made because we go to him for parties. I had to get his...
You pay him by the box?
You order it by the box,
He
but the
does
chicken
not bring fried chicken in the box.
No, we
do that as well
We get the
sometimes.
chicken. We
Not
bring
in the box.
We bring the chicken to him raw in the box. Comes
Okay.
back
Oh,
in
okay,
trays,
he does
cooked,
it,
you
okay.
nutter.
Don't you see how I got what you said?
You said it comes back fried. It returned to you
Come on,
fried.
man. You said he brought it in the box.
Sorry, that was my
So I'm thinking sweaty chicken.
no, that was my bad. we buy it by the box raw,
Yeah.
and then he fries it, and we get it back fried. But
Yeah.
it's leng. I need to find his name. So it's the lengest fried chicken going. It's so leng. I need to find the name of the company so we can promote him on it.
Oh, it's a
because
company.
I don't know if it's his company, if he's doing it from his bedroom. I don't know, but it's cold.
And you
I had to
can't
find him.
taste what he's done to it
In what sense?
when you eat the chicken
Why was he done to it?
at the chicken party. No, as in, can't you taste the ingredients? You're
Ah,
not sure how he does it. You
Oh, I
said-
get what you're saying. Oh, like reverse engineering.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I just don't know if it's gonna hit the same. His chicken's cold. I'm actually gonna phone my mum and ask her who this brother is.
Or is it crispy?
Yeah, brother.
Is it?
And chocolate in the inside and
This
that?
chicken is top tier. And remember, I come from a family of dope chefs. My family can cook.
Yeah.
And we was outsourcing the fried chicken, so
Yeah.
you know it's good.
It's interesting. Where's he from?
What country?
Mm.
Probably Jamaica.
Oh, you didn't even know?
Guessing Jamaica.
Where'd you find him?
It's a safe guess. I'm gonna find him for you though, because this chicken's serious.
Where'd you find him though?
Where did we find him?
Yeah.
I don't know. My mum. I don't know how my mum knows him. I have to ask.
It's so interesting. And then
Caterers. We know caterers. We put on events. We do events and stuff like that. So we know caterers and things.
Yeah. Hella chicken party events. Fair enough.
All right, lovely. Let's get into people's journal.
Dun, 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 dun. Was you walking before?
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal. I give you the news from an economics point of view. First thing I wanted to mention, I'll keep this brief, is apparently, according to the Parker Review, which is a review of the UK's largest 350 businesses, boardrooms are becoming more ethnically diverse than before. You know what I'm saying? This they're obviously saying, there's more work that still needs to be done. But when they've looked over the last, I don't know how many years, there has been an increase in seeing more minority ethnic representation. So basically what they said is there were now 12 ethnic minority chief executives in the FTSE 100. This is up from 7 in 2022. So in 2 years, or in a year and a bit, it's gone up by 5. Overall, only 13% of senior management at the top 100 firms were ethnically diverse. In 2021, the census, 18% of people identified as being from a non-white ethnic group. And that's basically all the information I wanted to give to you guys about that. This particular review, the Barker Review, was actually commissioned originally by the government in 2015. And this is basically what it was basically about. But they found back then that the proportion of ethnically diverse personnel in UK boardrooms were disproportionately low. So like I said, they've reported that there has been an increase. Next thing I wanted to mention is Airbnbs. Esther, do you use Airbnbs?
Yes, I was actually trying to find an apartment for when I went to Nigeria. And I didn't book through them anyway in the end, but yeah.
Okay. Well, apparently, they banned the use of indoor security cameras.
Good. People are perverts. I've seen, no, it's sick, you know, because I've seen many, because they don't tell you there's cameras in there.
This is it.
They're just watching you get naked and stuff. I wonder how many people have seen me naked. That's wild.
Have you ever been at Airbnb and looked around and seen the camera?
No, so basically when people started talking about it, then I would have.
Okay.
But I haven't found myself in an Airbnb
Okay.
during that time. But a lot of people would come out and say people had even different ways to kind of try and detect it. Like if you see a light blinking, all that kind of stuff, then you know it's a camera. They were very, very sneaky. The way it was hidden was wild. Sick.
Right.
Sick.
But yeah, man, they've officially banned it now.
Good.
So no more indoor security cameras in any of the Airbnb listings globally, right? So guys, if you see anything suspicious in one of these places that you've booked, report it. But yeah, man, previously they have allowed hosts to have cameras in common areas as long as the devices were disclosed on the listing page. But obviously, I guess the same.
They were hiding it behind the cereal box and all sorts.
Exactly. And also, they not only needed to be listed on the page, they need to be clearly visible.
No, they weren't. They were in the smoke stuff and all that kind of stuff. People are very creative. Books. Yep.
Terrible.
Very creative.
Yeah, man. And also, they were not allowed to be located in spaces like sleeping areas and bathrooms, right?
And that's where they were. Exactly where they were.
But now, just to be clear, guys, no cameras can be used under any circumstances. Good. Any circumstances, right?
But then don't go into Airbnb with murder right there.
Use your own camera, just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Never know, child.
Just wanted to say, you guys, you like bananas and whatnot? One of your 5 a day?
I do like bananas, yes.
Well, unfortunately, man, prices may be increasing. This is due to a fungal infection.
Ew. The price is going to drop. I'm not eating bananas.
So yeah, man, this is what industry expert has warned. They said that, bananas are actually the world's most exported fruit. But yeah, man, they're going to be getting more expensive because of a fungal infection, pardon me. This guy called Pascal Liu, who's a senior economist at the World Banana Forum. He was speaking to BBC and he said that, listen, there's a disease that's rapidly spreading, man, and it's a big challenge for the industry. Why are you laughing?
There's a job for everything.
There's a what?
There's a job for everything. What's his title again?
He's a senior economist.
At the Banana Forum?
At the World Banana Forum. Yeah.
That's so crazy. That's the kind of guy you want to be with. They're rich. He must be rich.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to be a farmer.
But yeah, man, this particular infection, he was speaking about it. I don't want to go into the details, but apparently it moved from Australia and Asia to Africa and is now in South America. And it's been infecting the trees and it's been killing the bananas, man. So obviously bananas are going to be a bit more scarce. It's going to be a shortage, I should say. Yeah. Next thing I wanted to mention is British wages. This is excluding the bonuses, right? They've grown by 6.1% in the last 3 months.
Where?
Today. This is to the
my
end.
bank account.
This is to the end of 3 months, basically to the end of January. So starting from the end of last year. This is compared with the same period a year earlier. So it's not just the last 3 years compared to, so this is slightly less than predicted. So people are actually not too impressed by this. Not too happy, I should say. because they were expecting it to be a bit more. They, to be fair, a lot of them forecasted 6.2%, so it's only down 0.1%, but still, that's still something. The ONS, the Office for National Statistics figures, basically said that the wages are climbing now 2% more than inflation. So, we're not in a deficit like we were 2 years ago now. Yeah, 2 years ago. So at least there's something. And the last thing I wanted to mention is, guys, did you know that there's almost £7 million in lottery prizes still unclaimed?
I think people can't find the tickets.
Yeah, potentially.
Or they don't know
Or they just
won.
don't even know. Yeah, so
Probably
guys,
like bare old people,
that's true, that's true. But yeah, guys, if you've got a lottery ticket out there somewhere and you thought that you lost, double check, please, because you might be somebody who's got a little something that you could, utilize.
That'd be a wonderful discovery.
That is pretty much it. The only other thing, children in need, if you donate to children in need, they're asking you people to donate electronically and not to send checks. I'm pretty sure there's probably, like you were saying before, older people that probably do this. But a lot of these checks get intercepted in the post, innit? And don't actually go
Get stolen.
Yeah. Or they just get lost. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But they're saying, look, guys, let's update this thing, man. Just do it direct, faster payment, and let's get this money for these children. But yeah, so they're just changing the way you can donate to children in need. So if you are somebody that has done it in the past or is looking to do it, please do it by those channels. But that's pretty much it, man, for the People's Journal.
Okay, let's get into asking for a friend.
His whole stream.
He's living his best life in Nigeria. You see one where he's tried to jollof?
No, it's none of it. I don't even know I don't know where to find those things. But
I just see random clips on Twitter. We was trying to jollof and he was like, okay, I'll let you guys know how it is. And then he was like, it's too spicy. He was like, I can handle spice because I'm Jamaican, but he was like, this is crazy. Nah, I love it, man. Actually, I think I might like him, man. But I don't know. I'm gonna see. Because the thing sometimes, respectfully with men, when you say you like a guy, some foolishness that follows. You know what I mean? So I'll be careful, basically. All right, asking for a friend. Hi team, absolutely love the show. Listen to it on playback every evening. I have a quick question. Sorry, when is enough enough with holding on to friends who disappoint you? I've had a best friend for 12 years, and more times than not, this friend has let me down time and time again. Last week, this person missed a flight that we were going on together. I'm still here now. I'm screaming. Sorry, it's so funny, but I'm still here now, and she has decided to stay in England after we argued about her missing the flight. I actually paid for the holiday, and she has refused to pay for half of it because she didn't go on the holiday. When is enough enough? Am I in the wrong here? I think enough is enough here. Me personally, I think this is where enough is enough. But that's if you've had conversations with her about her behavior. But I'm guessing that if you've been friends for 12 years and I'm going to assume that at some point you've had conversations with her about the way that she moves. But I think that something like this, where you can't be considerate, like I paid for a holiday and you've missed it because you were not, what's the word? You weren't responsible. And then you need to pay me, but you're telling me you're not paying me because you missed a holiday. But you missed a holiday because of you. I don't like people that can't. Is irrational the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I'll go with that. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I think I don't like stress, and that's in friends and in the guys I date, and family. So yeah, I think maybe a break. I think take a break from the friendship. Sometimes you need a break for people to know. You need a break to kind of figure out what you want to do and how you want to move forward. And I think that's it. But I always say when you know enough is when you know. Like, no one can ever tell you what your limits are for dealing with something. You will know when you can't deal with something anymore. So you might still have a little bit left in you. You never know.
That's good. Oh, it's not this. What would you do?
It's asking for a friend. You got no words of wisdom?
No, it sounds like a her problem. It's not the friend.
It's not the friend.
Mm-mm.
But she wants advice. How can she solve her problem?
You don't see, but it's like Hester said, no one can't tell you when you've had enough. You know when you've had enough. Maybe you have had enough, that's why you've written. No one ain't going to stop you putting up with the foolishness. When you cut it off, you cut it off. People are going to do what you allow them to, and you're accepting the foolishness.
Yeah.
It's been 12 years, and you know what they're like. If that holiday ordeal wasn't the last straw for you, then who knows what will be. I can't help you. Do you know when you've had enough?
I think as well, sometimes when people, I think she knows what she needs to do, but she's written to us for us to co-sign what she needs to do. But you already know what you need to do.
Yeah, man.
Because you missing a holiday, that would really wind me up. That would really irritate me. You missing a holiday because you were irresponsible and then telling me that because you didn't come on holiday, you're not paying me back.
Can you imagine?
Excuse me? Oh, honey. Yeah, I think you know that enough is enough. I think you're very aware that you've had enough. And sometimes with friends, you just need space, you know?
Because people could only let you down if you allow them to, so.
Word. That is a word. And sometimes you just need space, honestly. Sometimes you just need space. So you might be able to reconcile the friendship at some point, but friendship breakups are not easy, man. It's not nice.
They're not hard either.
They are. So annoying. it's not hard either.
Have you ever let a friend go? A close friend of a decade long?
Mm-hmm.
What for?
Anything. Any little outcomes I feel like a minor disrespect. If it depends what day of the bed I wake up on.
Give me an example, because I don't believe you.
Huh?
12 years long. I'm challenging you. Give me an example of when you've cut a friend off.
I've got people that I've known for 20 years that I don't speak to no more.
You may have known them, but are they...
Yes, my friends. I don't speak to them.
Yes.
Why didn't you speak to them?
Because we don't need to speak.
Give me an example of why...
Can't be bothered. I don't have examples, but I'm
Alright,
telling you.
You're not useful in this conversation then.
No, but I'm telling you, I will cut them off. I told you, man.
Don't believe
Have you
you.
seen Heat?
What happened in Heat?
Robert De Niro told me, don't get attached to nothing. I can't walk away from it 30 seconds flat. When you feel the heat coming around that corner, you need to be able to go and cut it off. And that's just how I live my life. That's my mantra. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what it is. You can go.
This conversation would be so much spicier if it is that you to give an example as to why you would cut a friend off of 10 years.
Yeah, but I mean...
You can even make it up. You
I can make it up.
You can. I mean, you could
No, I
have.
don't wanna
That's
make
why
it
I say. That's why I'm thinking you're lying.
Oh, why would I lie about that? There's bare people.
Give us an example.
There's loads of people that I don't talk to no more.
If there's so many, there should be an example.
Yeah, but maybe the examples I don't want to share. Maybe they ain't done nothing.
All of them?
Maybe they ain't done nothing. Maybe I just grew up. Maybe I just changed my mentality. Maybe I just didn't want to talk no more. Sometimes that's what I said. Sometimes there's not even a reason. Yes.
You're gonna cut me off.
I don't think I will.
I don't think I will, you know. So you play your cards right. I wouldn't have to.
I don't want to lie. I can't say, but I don't. Just,
Maybe.
Just the way our relationship's gone and the way I see it, I don't think I will. No, but I can't swear on anything.
God damn. How about you? You gonna cut me off?
She's cut you off already. She's done with you.
No, she's not.
No, I love Brent so much, man.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
I love him so much. And I actually love you, you know, like, because I'm not somebody, when people do things that upsets me or whatever, I just ghost. But with Brent, and it's not because I'm going to see him the next day, because I could just not come in the next day. But I actually I go out of my way to actually have a conversation with him. And it's very uncomfortable for me because it's something I'm actively working on, like communicating in that way. And that's how I know I love him. Because anybody else, ciao. You're done.
Those conversations are funny. Like, look, we're friends. You've pissed me off. Here's why you pissed me off. And here's like that's.
It's like, here's why I didn't mean to piss you off in the way that you've been pissed off.
Is that healthy?
Yes, very. Brent, is it healthy?
It is very healthy.
Look at me when you say that. I don't know if you're like...
It's very healthy.
It's because even
I
laughed.
actually want to know what's
Yeah.
bothering you.
Yeah.
So we could make sure that our relationship is what we need it to be.
Yeah.
I really dislike when it is people bite their tongue and whatnot, because like, how am I helping you? And then I'm getting like, you know, passive aggressive
Behavior.
and whatnot. Yeah, I don't like
That's
that.
like bag boy.
I don't like that.
But it does actually help. But I think what I've also realized that you have to be speaking to somebody who will accept it. And the reason why I can speak to Brent like that is because he listens. If it's someone that don't listen, honey, you better save your breath and just cut that off. That's the worst. Because people always talk about communicate. But communication only works when you're communicating with somebody who also wants to communicate. Other than that, you're wasting your time.
But you, Manuel,
What happened?
have you cut off a friend of 10 plus years? Or did you get just drifted?
I can't honestly think of one, you know.
Have you had many friends over the years?
Yeah. But
yeah.
Do you ever call quote unquote friends up and talk?
nah, I'm not a talker like that. Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah, I think if you wrote in, you might be at the end of your tether, but you might not
I
be.
think so.
We can't tell you when you've had enough.
Yeah, to be that's honest. That's really what it comes down to. No one can tell you when you've had enough. Because there's times that I've dealt with, like I've accepted, like big things, and then it's the littlest, tiniest thing. And if I'm telling you why it is I've decided to stop talking to this person, you'd be like, that's very strict.
Disrespect. I don't
But
suffer fools.
boy, you never know, man.
No, I do not suffer fools or lack foolishness or accept disrespect or any of these things. I suppose you can have a few chances to show me who you are, but 12 years and you're still moaning. I'm not listening to you moaning.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
No.
It's a lot. But you also got, I think it's also worth though knowing how it is that your friendships run. Because I personally, I think I've said this before, I don't like friendships that are too demanding of me. I'm not made up for that. My personality, my energy, I'm not cut out for that. So you got to also be equally yoked with your friendships. We talk about love languages and relationships, but that also applies, or romantic relationships, applies to your friendship relationships too. Serious, man. Wow. Yeah, I hope that helps, though. Brent, have you got anything to add? Have you ever cut off a friend?
No. I don't have many friends in the first place. So
Fair.
the ones that do have, I think I have identified what our relationships are, how they serve me, how I serve them, and it's been cool ever since. And I don't ever not say something anyway if something bothers me or whatnot. There's no way that can get to that point. Because that's a wild thing.
I envy people like that, you know.
Me having to pay for the holiday, knowing full well that, I run me to pay afterwards, right? And then you decide to miss the plane. We've argued because
Now I'm here.
expecting.
That's a solo trip.
Yeah. There might have been other things.
That didn't even, the way I read that, the way I received that, it didn't sound like there was any expectation of that person to pay. They were saying, because you've missed it and you've took the piss, give me back half the money. And they're still chatting shit. That's how I took it. I didn't think like they was helping them out to like, because it's like, you knew there was, I don't feel like that you're helping them out. You was paying for them on the holiday. They can't afford it or whatever. Like there was no like you're patting them up to come on the holiday. That's why it's so rude. That
Do you know I didn't see it like that?
That you've missed it. Yeah,
Because
all you do is take the piss. Like, and now you've missed this holiday, and I'm saying, all right, cool, you've missed it. Run back half the money, and then you're still saying no. And you ain't come. That's the way. I don't know why, but that's how I just received the information.
I get where you're coming from, but I think I didn't see like that because of her response to it. Her response was, I missed a holiday, I'm not paying for it. I think if her response was, I wasn't meant to pay for it, it was a gift or whatever, then I can see that. But that could be an angle. But I'll be honest with you, if I paid for it, it was a treat and you missed a treat, give my money back.
That's why
And the friendship is definitely done
that's
now.
why I felt like she was thinking it. Initially, it wasn't like I'm doing you a favor. It was like my friend. I'm
treating you.
I'm treating you. I'm paying you for the holiday.
Yeah.
To give me the money back is because you're taking a piss. You always taking a piss. You're taking a piss.
Yeah.
And you missed the holiday. Give me some of this money back. And that's where the rubs come from.
And then
but
now
again,
that
I don't know
friendship's
why.
definitely done now, though.
But that is actually how I took it.
That's
be
fair.
honest,
That makes sense.
This is more open to interpretation than our initial problem right at the top of the show. So I'll let you slide with this one.
I'll let you slide, you know. Yeah, man. But yeah, friendships are not, Yeah, I hope, I enjoy the holiday though. If you're still out there and you're listening to this, enjoy the holiday. Honestly, never let anyone ever ruin an experience for you. One thing about me, this is why, anyway, no, it's too soon. Too soon. Enjoy the holiday. Cut a long story short, love. Enjoy the holiday. But yeah. All right, let's get into our last headlines. Whew. Love a good time.
All right, people. So our last few headlines. Trigger warning. Let me just say trigger warning on all of these. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people should know that the last segment now, the last headlines. Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of triggers in there.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the UK has warned against all travel to Haiti.
Oh, that's not trigger.
Mad over there,
Yes.
Hasn't it been mad for years though?
It has been, yes.
Why did they need to let? I said they did tell people
It's
to wash
got-
their hands.
It's got crazy.
Voice.
It's got crazier though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yikes.
What's the guy's name?
Which one?
The rebel.
Oh, the
What's
gang
his
leader.
name? Yeah, what's his name? It's a funny name.
I can't remember. And I mentioned it on the show. Was it last week or so? On Friday, I think. But yes, attacks from powerful gangs on key government targets began on the 29th of February across Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince. The United Nations estimates that thousands have been killed and hundreds of thousands displaced, with widespread reports of rape, torture, and ransom kidnappings. Yeah. The UK government has warned against all travel to Haiti as intense fighting and gang violence continues to spiral in the Caribbean nation. It follows US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken heading to Jamaica in an attempt to solve the crisis, which threatens to bring down Haiti's government. There are no British consular officials in the country, with embassy staff having relocated to the Dominican Republic in November of 2019, I should say. The Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office said assistance will be severely limited in Haiti. It also said on its website that the FCDO, the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, advises against all travel to Haiti due to the volatile security situation. And this next headline is also linked to that same situation. And the Prime Minister of Haiti has agreed to resign following weeks of mounting pressure and increasing violence in the country. It comes after regional leaders met in Jamaica on Monday to discuss the political transition in Haiti. Mr. Henry is currently stranded in Puerto Rico after being prevented by armed gangs from returning home. And in a video address announcing his resignation, Mr. Henry urged Haitians to remain calm. He said the government that I am leading will resign immediately after the installation of a transition council. I want to thank the Haitian people for the opportunity I had been granted. I'm asking all Haitians to remain calm and do everything they can for peace and stability to come back as fast as possible. Mr. Henry, who had led the country supposedly on an interim basis, this is since July 2021, following the assassination of the former president, had repeatedly postponed elections, saying that security must be restored first. Many Haitians had questioned him governing the country for this long without an elected president. And our last headline, the prison population has ballooned in recent decades, this is in the UK, as a result of tougher sentences and court backlogs. And now some prisoners could be released up to 2 months early to relieve overcrowding in jails in England and in Wales. This according to the Justice Secretary. So Alex Chalk said that the policy would only apply to certain low-level offenders. Last autumn, he announced that less serious offenders could be released up to 18 days early. This has now been extended to between 35 and 60 days. Mr. Chalk said that the changes which were published on the UK Parliament website would be for a limited period. No time frame was given. He also added that where necessary, electronic monitoring will be applied to enhance public protection. Labour accused the government of releasing prisoners in secret and said that the announcement had been snuck out. As well as the early release of some prisoners, Mr. Chalk outlined a number of other points to ensure that the government has sufficient prison capacity in order to lock up the most serious and dangerous of offenders. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
All right, let's get into the reaction.
Welcome to the reaction, where I read out your sports headlines for you. Only got a few for you. Going to be quick and easy. Obviously, last night's Monday Night Football, which I always miss. This is annoying. Was Chelsea and Newcastle. Did you watch it? Your idol was on there?
Isaac?
Yeah, right?
Oh,
I'm just asking.
no.
Okay, cool. No, it was Monday Night Football. It was Ian Wright's debut on Monday Night Football, and they done the
How
whole
did they
monologue.
do?
It was good. It was always good. He's a good pundit, innit? It was good. But yeah, as your
I heard
legends and that.
I saw something crazy online though about the whole Carragher thinking that the Man City and Liverpool rivalry was more kind of vivacious than the
Arsenal one.
And, yeah, Man United one.
I missed that.
Yeah,
Would've-
it's all the talk of tongue now.
Might have tweeted him in real time to say stop the foolishness.
Oh,
But then again, you know
in real
what?
time, Phil had to. Gary Neville had to call in and be like, hey, righty, why didn't you tell him what such and such? And righty was like,
I swear to God.
yeah.
You know, they're crazy. But anyway, so about last night's game, Cole Palmer inspired Chelsea to a 3-2 win against Newcastle in the Premier League. Assisting one of the... What was that for?
Because Greek, he never has a chance to celebrate tonight.
Ah, okay. Big up Greek, man. assisting one and scoring another one on Monday night. The 21-year-old continues to show why he has been the Blues' best player this season, picking up an assist inside 6 minutes as Nicholas Jackson flicked home his shot. Alexander Isak's well-taken goal just before the break got Newcastle level before Palmer fired Chelsea back ahead in the second half. Palmer shot from almost the same place as his assist, just at the top of the area. This time needing no help in beating the goalkeeper. It marked his 5th goal and assist combination in the Premier League game this season, the highest in the league. And our last headline is about Eubank. So, Chris Eubank Jr. appears to confirm rumours he'll fight Terence Crawford in a blockbuster summer showdown. Well, Chris Eubank has appeared to confirm rumours that he will box Terence Crawford in the summer. Following on the reports by IFL TV claiming Eubank Jr. and Crawford are in talks to face each other, Next Gen took to social media to share a mock fight poster. According to the report, Crawford will go up 2 weight classes to box the Brit at middleweight in summer. Medita, is that going to be his next fight? For real?
Yeah, man.
Who?
Crawford and Eubank.
But isn't Crawford going to beat him?
Yeah.
Isn't that Crawford the guy that I was saying he is the best fighter in the world?
Yeah.
He's the best. But it's because they're two different weight classes. So Eubank is a lot bigger than him.
Oh, so it's possible that he might beat him.
I mean, it's possible, but he doesn't have the skill set to beat Crawford. Plus, they got the same bloody
Trainer. How's that going to work? Who's going to take?
I think he might say, Eubank, you need it more. You know what I mean? Take him. Let's make this competitive at least. But you know the thing is, you never know, man. I actually like Eubank though. I just wish that he had more ambition though in boxing. I feel like he's like the quintessential, typical prize fighter. He just fights for the money, and that's fine. That's what you're there for. But I feel like there's no ambition to get a belt, and he should have been good, like competing for belts. Like it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. There's no real ambition. He's not like his dad. You don't have to be like your dad. I know your dad is a different type of animal. You know what I'm saying, respectfully, but we're at least hoping that you would do something where it's like, cool, this guy is really Chris Eubank Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like compete, get a belt, get a world championship. You know what I'm saying? But
I should do something.
Yeah, man. It's just a bit disappointing because he's got a lot of talent, man. Yeah, so he's just gonna make a lot of money, a lot of millions here, lose the fight, and then he probably won't mind. But people are saying that this is probably Crawford's like just preparing at a higher weight class. Because obviously if he fights at 160, he's never done 160, he's never done 154, so he's jumping up 2 weight classes. Then potentially he's kind of preparing himself to fight Canelo. Is what people are saying.
I thought he was going to fight Canelo, but they're saying it's Jamie Munguia.
Yeah, Canelo fight with Munguia first, but after that fight, I guess people are saying that Crawford is hoping to at least get that big money fight with Canelo.
Oh,
but he has to get used to the weight. You can't go
This is
from
a big
147.
fight. This is a step forward for Crawford. After the Spence fight, after that huge fight, and then your next one's Eubank.
It's not, but it's just a step closer to Canelo. But in terms of quality of competition, no, definitely not. But at the same time, there's weight classes for a reason. Like Eubank is a bigger guy. You know what I mean? So you can't necessarily put anything past Eubank like that. But again, I don't think anyone in the world really believes that Crawford's going to lose. You know what I'm saying? But it may be competitive. But he does need to try fighting somebody at 160 before you try and fight Canelo who's at 168. That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard that.
You know what I mean? Like if he was to, I don't want to say crazy statements, but if Crawford was to jump up to 168, beat Canelo at 168, then you're looking at top 3 boxers of all time. You have to at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because how are you undisputed twice in the 4-belt era, 2 different weight classes, jumping up to beat undisputed at 168? No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Did you see Savage Dan going viral for saying that Tyson's not in his top 10 heavyweights?
Oh, serious? No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you seen that clip?
No, I haven't seen it.
Saying
Not in the top 10?
Yeah, he said the casual fan might have Tyson in it, but any boxing purist, Tyson wouldn't be in your top 10. So he probably
Heavyweights. He didn't say boxers.
Yeah, heavyweights. Said he comes in about 12.
Nah, I disagree with that, boy.
Yeah, I thought I did as well.
You thought you did?
Yeah. I was talking to him yesterday about it.
I want to see that list though. Yeah, I need to look at that list.
What was the list?
I don't know. Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano.
Muhammad Ali.
Ali would have been on
He would
there.
have put in Lennox. He would have put in Evander.
Klitschko.
Yeah, would have put both Klitschko's probably.
I think it's just one he might have. I can't remember the list exactly, but I know he said he will. I don't think he was joking either.
Then he wouldn't have put anybody from this era. Then there's no ages, no Tyson Fury. There's no.
Nah,
Okay, cool.
none of them. No.
Okay.
But Mike Tyson in his prime would beat Muhammad Ali though.
Is that what you're saying?
It's a question I'm asking you two boxing experts.
I don't think so. I think he would have given Muhammad Ali hell, but I don't think he would have beaten him. I think Muhammad Ali would have found a way, like he did. Remember that fight with Foreman? People were crying, thinking that Ali would physically die, as in get knocked out and not be alive tomorrow. And he beat and knocked out Foreman.
But
in 8 rounds.
Foreman and Mike Tyson in his prime, Mike Tyson would win though, wouldn't he?
No,
Oh.
no, not necessarily, not at all. Foreman's is like probably one of the biggest, most devastating heavyweight punchers ever. He's a huge guy. He's like heavy-handed.
The hugeness of him isn't really.
No, but I'm
what
saying that just to give you perspective.
Can you remember
of
Mike
the type
Tyson
of
in his
guy.
prime? Wait, can we get a brutal expert? Kevin.
Kevin, call up.
What you saying, man? What you saying? Am I wild with the take that Mike Tyson would have? In fact, he doesn't rate Mike Tyson, anyway.
Oh yeah, he could be made.
He said AJ would beat Mike Tyson, didn't he?
I don't think he said that.
What did he say? He said something wild. What did
said
he
that.
say?
I think he was just saying that another Mike Tyson can be
Yeah, it's created.
can be created. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he was saying.
Obviously, shows how much I actually watch boxing. I thought Mike Tyson was the best in the world
And you know,
ever, like Messi.
Is that you thought he was like the Messi?
Yeah.
just for context as well, yeah. Like one of Ali's craziest, toughest fights was against, well, 2 of them was against Frazier, yeah.
Talk to me about Ali, because I haven't watched many of his fights at all, right? I watched more of Pele than I watched of Ali.
Yeah.
So he strikes me as a flamboyant mother-effer, like a Federer, as opposed to a Nadal. I'm not, to be honest, this is a wrong comparison. You know how he's kind of dancing?
Yeah.
I thought that's what...
Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee in it.
Yeah.
Not just because he said it, but yes.
Yeah.
I thought he was a pretty
skillful and
fighter.
elusive boxer, yeah.
I didn't know he was a deadly assassin.
Ali, he knocked out guys, yeah.
I hear that, but did he lead with that? As Foreman did?
No, not as much. Because Foreman was like people scared of him. He killed guys, not literally killed guys. This is why I mentioned the Frazier thing. Frazier had 2 crazy fights with Muhammad Ali. Bear in mind, yeah, when Frazier beat Muhammad Ali, I believe in the first fight, yeah, what Foreman did to Frazier was disgusting. I think he almost killed him in like 1 or 2 rounds. I think it was 2 rounds max. Someone in the chat, please tell me. He got rid of Frazier like he was a kid. This is the same guy that beat Muhammad Ali, gave Muhammad Ali hell, yeah? So yeah, that's Foreman. What was that thing?
So Kevin said peak Lennox Lewis would beat peak Mike Tyson. Is that true? I must not be seeing Mike Tyson how you'll see Mike Tyson.
I understand why
Lennox
he's saying
is a
that because
serious
Lennox,
boxer, you know.
Lennox is a serious boxer and he's big, man.
But was it Mike Tyson a serious boxer? He was a
Yeah, but
he was an
but
animal.
he's a small heavyweight.
Yeah, but I know like there's so much that goes into boxing. Like Lennox, as far as fighters go, like Lennox, he's got power, he's got the size, he's got the height, he's got the reach. That jab is like a ramrod.
That's what it is. The jab,
Like-
your head will be gone.
Like Lennox can fight, like. But I don't know. If all that stuff, styles make fights and all these stuff's opinions, people from different decades and different, never gonna see each other. So it's all opinion stuff.
So who'd you give it to, Mike Tyson or Lennox?
What, my favorite heavyweight
No, who would win in their prime?
in their primes?
Yeah,
They didn't buck each other in their primes.
they
but
didn't.
No, not at all.
when Lennox, because Lennox took a few losses, right? But once he got it together and he learned, he was a problem.
Also, remember Lennox beat everyone that beat him.
That's true.
So he avenged
Everyone,
defeat.
anybody that beat him, he went back and got them. He went back and got smoked. Lennox is one of my favorite heavyweights in
He's
history.
serious guy.
Still, he's cold.
I never liked him as much because I liked Tyson. I was hating on Lennox, but Lennox is a serious boxer. I think in their prime though, I'll give it to Tyson. You know,
You ain't really seen much like that. His man's 19.
He's kid
Like
knocking
a
out
nutter. He's
serious
a kid,
guys.
and
And
he's
look
moving
what he
like
did
a
to Larry Holmes.
nutter. Like it's hard to like like a psychopath.
Serious.
Because everything was a boxing ring.
I love Tyson still.
Banging off his wife too.
Oh, stop it.
Everybody was getting it.
Get to Diane Abbott, please.
Yeah.
No, it's my point. Like he couldn't switch it off. He's mad in the head.
I get it.
No, that was a
Let's
link.
get to Diane Abbott,
God.
please. Oh, shout fem stuff. With a follow up. Wait, what was the
The guy.
this pastor?
Mm-hmm.
What did he do in the initial story again?
He allegedly got robbed in New York. Remember, it was on a live stream.
And he said he got robbed. He got yacked, innit?
Yeah. All his jewelry and everything. Remember that guy?
And he lost all his bling and all that. The preacher.
Yeah, that guy.
Do you remember Brent?
Yes.
Well,
That's when Emmanuel was advocating for pastors to have bling and stuff on stage.
I remember
Yeah.
that. Yes, I remember that.
Tried to forget that era.
I
of
remember
TDA
that.
history.
Can you imagine? We can never forget.
I
No
never
remembers.
changed. I
If you
never
click that-
changed, God damn it.
So I said what I said.
if you click that picture, Brent, so I can get a picture of the tears running his eyes. It's
Was he
funny.
robbed again?
Well, Bishop
No, he's just a victim. Sorry.
Bishop
Stop it.
Lamar Whitehead, known as the Bling
Lamar.
Bling Bishop.
Bling bling bishop.
Yeah, the
You
Bling
might
Bling
have used that
Bishop.
acronym.
Due to his live stream church robbery,
Bling bling bish.
he was found guilty on
Bling, bling,
all
bish.
charges, man, in federal court. He was charged with defrauding an elderly parishioner and trying to extort a businessman while boasting about his ties to the NYC mayor.
What the one who was stolen from?
Bishop Whitehead, 45, was convicted of 2 counts of wire fraud, each of which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. 1 count of extortion, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, and 1 count of making material false statements, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. He also got one of his parishioners, an elderly lady by the name of Pauline Anderson, to invest £90,000 of her retirement savings with him. And he just used the money to support his luxury lifestyle, man. This is tough.
So did he ever get robbed then?
I don't know. If it was like a hoax, if it was a setup
Is
to
that
build
him?
his brand, that looks like him.
Yeah.
Why is
Yeah.
there a picture
I
like,
don't
of him like that?
'Cause he's crying. He's upset.
That's him crying. I thought he was giving a speech.
You know what? Now he's bigger. I'm not sure if he's crying or not.
Video.
No, it's not a video. I found it. Oh, why is this bring me here? There's another bit. He's got another case. Oh, this ain't the right post. Where's the other post? God damn. There was more. There was a follow-up. He's done something else. He's a crook, though.
But this is why I don't want my pastors wearing bling bling.
So it is.
Yeah, man, this is why. Because what business does he have doing wire fraud and all that kind of stuff?
Would you feel more hard done by if it happened in your white church?
That'd be done. I think it's rude either way.
No, that's facts.
Same energy. I'm closer to Christ in my white church than some people are in their black churches, but
When we reported about him, was we on his side? I can't remember.
no, we weren't. I was never on the side because I really do not like pastors that are so flashy. It goes against everything you're meant to stand for.
Emmanuel was.
Emmanuel's
He's
very
the man,
pro
innit?
because he was saying just so that's because I remember it's coming to me. Oh my gosh, it's coming to me.
She said,
I can remember because I remember he had a whole thing about like chains. It's like if they can afford a chain, she did not be able to wear chains. I was like, you can wear a chain, but if you're wearing chains, I remember I brought up that Eustace. I Eustace because it looks like Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Toby, the Spac Nation, Toby man. Yeah, and I remember bringing all that up because if you're flashy with it and you're boasting with it,
Yeah.
something going right, man. You're far from the Lord, town.
Something ain't right.
And here we are. So he's facing that 50 years?
That was a lot of years.
That's
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
if they're
years.
running it consecutively or
That's a
concurrent
lot of
or
years.
what, but that was a lot of years. He is in
Damn.
trouble.
He's gonna meet the Lord via the prison sentences. That's a lot.
Preach,
of years.
Esther. I go to a white church too, but it's diverse now. I got all the shades in there.
No, dead
It's
ass.
not diverse because you go there.
No, it is.
we
Look, I
know
told you
you
so.
go to a white church.
Who?
This one.
Saka.
Yes.
What do you mean?
That's the reviewer. Immature reviewer.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh,
Very
How
relaxed
many
white
names you
men.
want to...
I think the behavior seems very familiar.
It's when the name gets sullied and attached to something like loving white men. She changes it up.
Change that up.
That's not
I was
gonna stick.
thinking the behavior.
Oh, is that the
seems...
immature reviewer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought the
He's
behavior
just hiding in plain sight.
Telling you.
Yeah.
He's hiding in plain
I
sight. I
couldn't
love
put my
that.
finger on it. I said, I've seen this behavior somewhere before. Couldn't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, my church is actually more diverse. It's so funny because anyway, remember something that happened over there. But no, it actually is very more diverse. I'm not gonna say that because
Hey, these preachers ain't shit, man. They're just getting worse nowadays.
Shit.
They're just straying further
Yeah,
away
it's-
from the Lord, man.
Boy, further and further away, man. That's scary though. A preacher being found guilty of wire fraud. Yikes. But we got Auntie, what's her name? Patricia, was it?
No, it was a
Pauline.
parishioner. It was
The other lady he stole from. 90 grand.
Her name is Pauline.
Pauline,
Anderson.
innit?
Poor
Sister Pauline.
Sister Pauline. Poor Pauline.
That ain't it, man.
He's done it, man. Piece of shit. Let's get into our outro.
Thank you, Femi, for that. Thanks.
Let me quick ask you. Yeah, Marks, who would win? Foreman or Lennox?
Big George Foreman.
Is it named after the
That's what
grill?
we're talking about.
Yeah, he's one who made
That's
the
his
grill.
grill.
Yeah.
Aw.
He changed his like he's Christian as well. He's a pastor.
He had that slow
Yeah,
strength.
Used to be a
He
pastor.
stopped
Something like
fighting.
I'm
He
not just on your
stopped
point,
fighting.
Christian.
Stopped fighting.
And
yeah.
just was to be a preacher.
Really?
He stopped fighting and just had the church in that.
Oh.
Yeah. Then he came back,
Why?
ordained by God,
Yeah.
and won. He had a hard life, you know. He was tough.
Really?
Broke in that. And yeah, the boxing, the grill
That's lit.
fixed him. But what did you say, Foreman or
Lennox.
Lennox? If you're asking me my preference, I'm gonna go Lennox.
Okay.
I prefer Lennox. I prefer to watch Lennox, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to scare George like Foreman in his prime. I don't want to see no one fight him because he might just punch your head off.
That's what I'm saying.
But you don't remember, Foreman, he's got the Lord on his side.
Mm.
Same Lord that helped David with Goliath. He can do it.
Ooh, but in his prime, I'm not sure he knew the Lord then.
Ah,
Yeah, it might have been.
Does he fight? And does he still fight now?
No. He's old now.
Oh, that's so sweet. What a lovely story.
Yeah.
So positive.
He's set for life with them girls, you know.
yeah.
That's lit.
But anyway,
That's
Yeah,
lit.
let's get into our outro.
All right, people, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Please don't forget to lovelyly like this video and subscribe to the channel as well. Follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and on Discord. That's a social platform. So follow us on there as well. What else is there? If you want to send your dilemmas, the number is 075 64841073. And if you want to inquire about the show, feature on the show, our email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.